Welcome, race fans, here tonight as we get ready for Area 51 season opener here with the Indy cars at good old Brickyard, or known as Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We're going to have some great racing. I do apologize for the YouTube side of things. Looks like it's if you're having audio issues, I'm not sure why it's doing what it's doing, but I'll look into it after the race. But I ask everybody, if you're having little problems there, just head over to the Facebook side of things and tune into the watch party over there, and you'll be able to see everything crystal clear and everything sounds. But until then, we're going to be here accompanied by with Brian Johnson. Finally, he's going to be up in the booth with us here. He's welcome back to the booth here, Brian. And we're going to be with Zach Hall, too, that called the other race with us.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah. Hi, everybody.
All right. Right now, I don't know if you guys are, we'll get into this. Everybody needs to give us a little heads up because we have no clue what we're talking about yet on the Indy cars. I'm just going to be straight up with you, so with everybody on this one. But if you're logged in on YouTube, Zach, there might be an issue. Right now, it looks like YouTube's having some kind of issue problem. So
yeah, I was watching. I noticed you had some problems. It seems all right now, maybe.
Okay.
But yeah. It did seem like you're having some issues there for sure.
Yeah, I'm still saying audio. It's saying something about it's not picking up the right audio, but as long as people can hear it, I don't care what it's telling me.
Yeah, I just listened to it. It sounds fine.
Okay, well, it's throwing me errors that it doesn't even know what it's doing. So anyways, let's get to the race, guys. Yeah, let's get to this here. As these guys action-packed, we're at the good old oldest track in in racing history, I believe. Am I correct on that one?
In North America.
I believe in North America. Yeah, I think there was a track before in Europe, but North America, at least, I believe this is.
Okay.
That's also saying that as I don't know. So,
but it's the oldest one that matters.
Yeah. Very true.
Very true. Okay, well, good point there. Good point. I would say to you guys, so what are we expecting out of the cars tonight? But all I know is high speed, watch the aero push, and we'll eventually get everything known on these cars. I was doing some research today on it just to learn. This is the first time at Freaky Fest that we called Indy cars. So everybody out there that's watching, please, give us some pointers. Hit us up in the chat. Give us some pointers of things that maybe we don't know. But I know it's going to be 100 laps here tonight. And right now we got Joe Marks. Right now showing the fastest lap in practice with Bud Steele.
Yeah.
Now, I know this much, guys. There's some guys here that now, let's see here. We got Bud and where's the other one? Jim. Them two guys know how to drive Indy cars. They're very, very, very fast with these things. It's like in their wheelhouse, I guess.
Yeah. Definitely. It's something definitely out of mine. So this will be a learning process, I think, for all of us here tonight. And like Robert said there, if you know anything out there in the chat and we're saying something wrong, make sure to correct us, because I've actually never done laps in the newer Indy car. I have drove the older ones, so I do have an understanding. I've ran an Indy 500 before, didn't have very much success in it, so these things are wild. It's definitely people just think it's just wide open and hold the wheel and go left and hang on, but it's a lot harder than that. Dealing with the aero push and just overall how the tires run on these cars. I know I used to burn the right rear off of Indy cars, so I don't have no clue how this one's driving, but we'll have to see. It's up in the air. I think, Brian, you'd have probably the same sentiment as I do about it.
Yeah, I mean, I took a few laps out in this car last night. I forget what track I even went to, but it feels, as far as I can tell, it feels like the last one. Even though it's definitely not. I know the guys that run this Indy car a lot, they say that there's quite a few differences between this one and the old one.
Right.
But this car makes our usual stock cars look like horses and buggies.
Yeah.
Things are true space shuttles. And the biggest thing is going to be the aero. I mean, you don't go 220 miles an hour in the corner here at Indy without some aero help. So that's where the dirty air and aero push is going to come into play, especially on entry. I mean, if you lift half a second late or get back into the throttle half a second too early, you're going to head towards the wall, and you got to do something about that. And you're going to lose momentum and positions. That's another thing I think these cars are very dependent on is momentum. It looks like just from it, luckily they helped us out a little bit into the pit party here in practice, so we were able to see them go around as a group. It's going to be great. I'm super excited. I'm, these next 12 weeks is definitely going to be a big learning curve for us because this is completely different than what we're used to.
So
it's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to tell who's who, though. We don't have these huge numbers.
Yeah, this is
or that we usually have. So it's,
yeah.
It's going to be hard to figure out who's who. But yeah, I'm excited for this race.
Yeah, I can also say that for sure because. The risks versus rewards in these races, this car right here just seem very high. We don't have fenders on the outside of the wheels of these cars. You put it in the wall, it can end up, being the end of your run there. So, a stock car, you can bounce off that thing. But these things, the wheels can bend, the wings can break, and like you said, aero is very important. And I'm pretty sure we're under a fixed setup tonight, so that'll be interesting to see. It's just gonna come down to who can get out front and keep that nose clean. And I think clean air is gonna be crucial. But I think at the beginning of the runs, you're gonna see pretty wild restarts, and then I think it'll spread out to really these lines of them just going back and forth. But that's what I'm expecting. But I could be completely wrong, so that's what I'm excited for.
I think just from watching here in practice, it's going to be pretty difficult to get away from everybody. The draft is super, super strong in these cars. So clean air is definitely going to help that tire wear. I know these cars tend to eat up some rubber. So, like you were saying, when you drove any car, you ate up the right rear. I think, that might be a problem with some of these guys here. So we will just have to see what happens.
Another thing, to point out, entry to pit road in IndyCar. Did one Indy 500 before, and that's how I ended my Indy 500. I actually did really good up to that point until the green flag pit stop. Very, very easy to wreck these things coming onto this pit road here. It comes up when you're so fast out of 4. And then you got to slow down so much. I mean, you do have a pit limiter, but slowing these things down from 200-something mile an hour is not easy.
That's what I was going to say. The only thing I love about these cars is, one, they go fast. I don't like the aero push, but I love the pit. I can fly down pit road, hit the limiter, and just hold the gas. And just so you don't got to worry about speeding. You don't got to worry about any of that stuff.
Very much so, yeah.
Yeah, but one of the reasons why getting on a pit road is, and getting off too, is so hard in these cars. It seems like these cars don't like a lot of weight shift. They like smooth weight transitions, even though these things don't weigh much of anything compared to stock cars. It's almost half the weight. But the suspension on these things is so stiff. Any little bit of weight shift, it's not going to be happy. So when you have to slam on the brakes, that weight is all going to the nose. You lose that rear grip, and it just wants to come right around. So if we do get some green flag pit stops, that's going to be something to look out for. Maybe even coming from pace car speed to pit road speed, that might be an issue. I don't know, but qualifying is now underway. All the times in practice were pretty close. Of course, that is. Just like in the A cars, these cars are going to go faster in the draft. So
yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how close they are, because if we see a big discrepancy in the speed, then that just comes down a lot to the driver, I believe, because mostly it's going to be flat here, so hitting your marks and keeping a nice steady wheel.
Yeah, the line you run is going to be super important in qualifying. in the race, I think your line is going to be dependent on where that clean air is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in the A car, you can kind of get away with riding behind somebody. Even at Indy, you will have to lift, feel that dirty air. But in these things, the quickest way around when you got cars around you is going to be whatever gets the most air on that wing in the front.
That's for sure.
So we got David Leclerc already up on the pole with a 40.215. Bud Steele just demolishes that 40.187.
He's gonna come up the second. I think the second lap's gonna be the money one. I would believe.
Most definitely, these cars as well. The less fuel you have in it, the faster you can run. Is Levi Cox, 40.091. Yeah, straight up to the top.
Yeah,
about 40.
That's a great lap for the start of his run.
400s quicker.
Charles Johnson even places himself in second. And there across the line, Bud Steele up to first to a 40.066. Good job by Bud here. Let's see if the time start clicking down. Was that Levi's? That was Levi's second lap. So Bud Steele, yeah, putting her on the provisional pole at the moment.
Yeah, so you see, David Leclerc, his second lap was a 40.165, and you have Bud Steele's second lap of a 40.066. I mean, that's a tenth right there, just on the line you run.
Yeah.
So a lot of time, I think a lot of that is keeping that momentum up, because the less speed you lose in the corners is the less speed you have to come up with on the straight. So faster in the straights, faster in the corners.
I just see something very interesting. Ryan Kelly, you see his time about 40.81. He did something very interesting. He took like almost a super speedway stock car line around the wall on the first lap to try to take the longest distance. I don't know if that's going to equate here, but we'll see with this second lap. See if he did build up a good bit of momentum around there, but I feel like right on the bottom is the fastest way around Indy. Even, we'll see here. Let's see what this time is. Is coming to the line. Yeah, so that puts him up to fifth there, but still not the greatest lap, but it's still a decent lap. So, interesting strategy by him. I've seen he come out of four completely all the way up in almost the third, fourth groove. So, very interesting.
All right.
Yeah, I don't. We'll have to see if other people do that in the coming weeks, and if there is much of a difference. But tonight it shows that not a whole lot of difference there.
All right, well, while these guys get ready to grid, guys, do you want to quick give a shout out to our two sponsors here tonight at Freaky Fest?
Oh, yeah, let's do it. We'll run through some sponsors. First one we got here tonight is going to be iPitting over at ipitting.com. It's a board in a web browser that's designed to help you keep track of all the data from your iRacing endeavors, whether that be individual or your team. It provides a clear vision of every bit of data for your teammates, everything they need, from schedules, results, championship points, standings, and even more. It's also a great help for your team community manager to get all your statistics, all of your achievements over onto the social media web pages, whether that be Facebook or Twitter. And you can also, we have this 24-hour race coming up over at Daytona that Zach can do. And if we wanted to, we could use iPitting to help us live stream over to Twitch that we will be doing. So iPitting is a great tool. I think you can start out free and check it out over at ipitting.com. Tell them that we sent you over here at Freaky Fast Broadcast.
Yeah, for sure. iPitting is amazing, and I also got some amazing news. The Dirty Air podcast will be making a return here in the coming weeks, as the NASCAR season is actually very much coming on. It's almost here, actually. We only got a few weeks left, so the Dirty Air podcast will be kicking back off with a new format, and we'll be announcing that stuff here soon. So you can check us out. Make sure to check us out on Facebook at Dirty Air Podcast, and also on Twitter at Dirty Air Podcast. And you can always check back to last season's 2019 cover of the NASCAR season on iTunes, Spotify, and Google Play. And it's just under Dirty Air Podcast. So make sure to go check us out there, and we'll be back in a few weeks with some new episodes for the 2020 season of NASCAR.
All right, thank you for them sponsorships coming aboard here at Freaky Fast. And all right, well, we're going to get ready to go green here. If you want to go run through the top 10 real quick here, Brian, and then we're going to get ready to, well, we say Freaky Fast, but I think we're going to say Freaky Fast.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy tonight. They're going to be darting all over, left, right, front, center, wherever these cars can take it. But tonight, pole sitter is going to be Bud Steele over there in that 6 car. Right beside him, we're going to have Brian Kaufman in the 01. Then behind him, row behind him, we've got Levi Cox and Charles Johnson, 3rd and 4th. Then we have Ryan Kelly in 5th, David Blair 6th, Everett F. Lane in 7th, Ted Decker Jr. 8th, Joe Marks 9th, and Jack Walls is going to be 10th place. And that's going to be your starting grid top 10 here tonight. Area 51, their IndyCar series. What is the series called, Robert? Exactly.
Just IndyCar series?
Just the Area 51 IndyCar series?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Sounds good.
Yeah. You know, I feel really bad because I have notes and everything I've been taking down and everything, you know, and we've been off and doing some other races with these guys and everything, and I should know all this stuff, you know. And,
hey, I think it's right.
We're in the same boat.
Oh, there's no excuse. It's just, I mean, I wrote down some notes.
We're coming off Christmas, fog.
Well, that's true. I've been busy with family and Christmas and then New Year's, and then it's like, you know, every time you think you have time, you don't.
Exactly.
You know.
But I tell you what, these guys are running out of time here, Robert. They're about to get, as you say, freaky fast. So, see how this goes.
We can add a couple more freakies if you want, or we can just say fast, because these things are going to clock a 200 and top
30 mile an hour.
Yeah, oh, Jesus, wow. We're so used to the NASCAR side of things, so. But all right, well, out. Green's out. Ooh, boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Here they go.
Where it starts.
It's such a uniform start because these engines don't produce a lot of torque. That's my theory.
Started second there, Brian. He's trying to drift him back on the high line. I believe that's Levi Cox. Yeah, they're in a 14 coming up the inside. He's got just the 13 Ryan Kelly there on the bottom in that light blue car there.
Yeah, you got 3 low, 3 high. But still already had a 1 car gap there, but you can just see, look at that. Yeah, look at that run. That's all draft right there.
Ryan Kaufman up behind Levi there.
You can't bump draft them. Bump draft these cars.
It's something you definitely probably won't see here tonight unless it'll probably be a wreck if that happens. But side by side up front, you can see these guys darting back and left and right. These cars are all over the place.
And you see Brian Kaufman just really does not have anywhere to go other than that 3rd lane outside, but I really don't think you want to go up there.
Yeah, Charles Johnson kind of got pushed up high there in the 28th, starting 4th. He's going to slide back. Yeah, Ryan Kelly. We got a blink. So I think Levi.
Levi's
he's left
here for the moment, and he got abducted.
It's true. Oh, there he is.
And he's back.
That's what we just seen happen. Ooh. Wow, unfortunate for them. Who else is going to take some damage? I believe that's the 4 of Joe Marks. That's in practice.
Wow. I tried to go back and watch the replay, but
looks like everybody else made it through their team.
Yeah, it's because he blinked. He might have to go to Brian Kaufman.
Oh, there it is. Okay, he did blink and then he showed up, and then he did a twirly twirl.
Yeah.
Spinny spin.
Brian Kaufman kind of got. I think he got through it cleanly, even though he glitched into him.
When Levi Cox's car is bent like a banana.
Bent like a banana.
It is. It's got a banana curvature to it.
Well, they do got 3 quick fixes here, so he'll be able to creep that thing. Man, look at the toe on that thing.
Yeah, she's off center. She's not right, that's for sure. That's a tough beginning of the race there for Levi.
Yeah, and it's like you said in the beginning of the broadcast, Zach, you hit the wall or run into something, there's, you got to be very, very careful because it can happen so fast with these cars. And it's not like our traditional NASCAR. You run into somebody or just, it's open wheel. There's not much room there for the tires to even touch, and you get a little tire scrape can send you right into the wall.
That's for sure. It's very easy here to get in trouble, and I think these guys will stay out here. See, oh, no, looks like they're coming down. Oh, looks like David Leclerc. He's going to be the lone man to say, I'm going to go out here and lead a lap. I guess in IndyCar, it's a bonus point.
I'd imagine it's similar points.
Yeah.
Style.
I believe so. And their rules apply straight across the board, so.
Okay.
You're not allowed to pass until the backstretch, which would be coming out of turn 2 here.
I think it's you're not allowed to go wide until the backstretch. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I do know. I read the rules. I have them in my email, and I was reading too that what was the other one that you weren't allowed to do? Oh, the leader must start on the inside.
Okay, so the leader does not get lane choice. Okay.
No, he must start on the inside, and there is they basically say don't push the pusher, basically. So the third car in line, don't be pushing that pusher and hitting the leader. You know what I mean? You gotta give room, and so for that second place car to maneuver or do whatever he needs to do. So, and again, I guess I'm going to a lot on these cars. You trial and error here, man. You got to be very, very careful. Bump. Like you said, there's no bump drafting because you'll rip the wing right off the front of your car.
Yeah, that's a quick way to. You're right.
These cars are super, super sensitive to, like I said earlier, the weight transfer. They're sensitive to that. They're sensitive to the air. So any little bit of wing damage, whether that's front or back, that's going to slow you down, upset the handling of the car. Like I said earlier, these things are space shuttles compared to these stock cars that we usually run. So, we're talking every millimeter on this car, every single surface. It matters. So anything bad to happen, it's going to be catastrophic.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's the extremes of motorsport here in open wheel racing, and David Leclerc's going to elect to keep staying out here. I think that's not a terrible choice here. I don't think the tires will be too big of a deal. I mean, maybe so. We'll have to see. I don't know. I know these are the V2 tires, so
these cars ain't running the V7 tires, are they?
Yeah, V7. Yeah.
Oh, they are.
No, they're not.
They're not. No. Okay. So it's the old. Okay. All right. So, well, that helps us because then I don't think it's a bad call for David to stay out because these tires don't go through that vicious heat cycle like the new tires do that we have in the trucks that will be live tomorrow night.
Truck Series racing is going to be great, just like this IndyCar, and we'll see how this tires last. I think David, he probably knows better. He's probably been doing this for longer than we have, so I give him full confidence here that he'll be able to hold on to this 50 car here. And we'll see if Bud Steele. I mean, Bud Steele's look pretty strong, but it's, like you said, Brian, it's hard to get away. So.
Yeah, I think David Leclerc, he's going to be fine if he keeps that clean air. I think once he gets in that dirty air, those few lap open tires are going to show.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Find out.
All right, well, getting ready to go back. Freaky, fast, fast, plus fast, green. Here we go. All right. And green's out. Here they go. Man, they're gonna hang on, tighten your buckles. This is gonna get crazy again. Fun.
You can already see how it's stacking up on the high line there, but the 0-1 of Brian Kaufman there, hot on the tail of David Leclerc. Bud Still's going to slide down to the bottom. He's got Everett Lane in that 24 on the bottom behind him. The outside there. Oh, and look at Bud. He's taking 3 wide.
Oh, they thought he thought
better of it. Yeah, he thought about that one. You can see these guys wiggling in the draft through the corners. These things are not as stable as you would think. Side by side for a second here. David's doing a great job holding on, but there's going to be a big draft coming from Bud. I think this time he is going to decide to do it. 3 wide into 1.
Oh, man.
Bud still, he slides up a little bit, but he's clear. Side by side down for a second with the 0-1 of Brian Kaufman and the 50 of David Leclerc. Now Everett Lane done. Look at David Leclerc. The older tires are pretty good.
Yeah.
I think he's going to clear. Is he going to turn off in there? Nah, it's a good decision not to.
Quite.
Early in this race, it's coming to blows right there. It's a wheel toucher. I don't think wheel touches are good in this type of car.
No, I don't think so. In that black car up there that I have no idea who it is.
Kaufman, yeah,
he had to check up.
It is like Charles Johnson come up with that blue in the car right there in the 5th. Ryan Kelly in the teal, almost the blue car there on the bottom. But Everett Lane hot on the tail of David Leclerc on the outside. Bud Still's doing a good job up front here.
And here comes
Brian Kaufman. Oh my
wow.
Straight the second almost with this. He's gonna drive the second.
That was crazy.
Wow. That is a mega run. That's a run you could only dream of in stock cars.
The draft is so. I do know the draft
Look
is.
at David Leclerc. He decides better sticking it 3 wide on the outside. Wow.
So
Charles Johnson.
I hope everybody's enjoying us because we're like, ooh, ah, ooh, ee, ooh.
You can't pull these moves in stock cars. You just can't do it. They would have wrecked by now, but these cars are so light, so darty.
You can react. It's just some things over right with Charles Johnson actually won't look down the bottom. He's trying to move himself up in the 3rd there. After he slid back on the start of the green flag. Ryan Kelly. Oh no.
And he's in the ball.
This is not good.
Got the Delara jitters there.
Yeah, he had to reset with that. Yeah, he got stuck in the wall. When he came back across, I think the Ford Joe Marks, who was in the last one. Oh, Joe Marks, unfortunately, 2 times in a row has caught the spinning car himself.
Oh, we're watching the replay of Ryan, and oh man, does he? Wow, he almost went right over the pit wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, he almost had it saved.
Almost saved it. Yeah.
Rear ended there, but yeah, that Everett just had a little bit of a better run and almost missed him, but just bumped the back end. Maybe a little bit of neck code involved there.
Was there contact? Yeah, there
may have been a little bit.
Very light, if any.
Enough.
Yeah, but maybe a little net code, of course, added to make it worse than it was. But wow.
If anybody wants ice cream, head down to Ryan's pits.
Yeah, the guys are they're gonna have a long day with that thing. They might not have time for ice cream today, Robert. They got 2 fast spares or 3 fast spares, so he did have to tow, so he'll probably lose a lap, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But still coming.
What I was saying earlier too, the draft in these things are just. I mean, when I say crazy, I mean crazy. It's we seen what's his name go flying up through the field like that just because he got a great run in a draft. And it happens so fast. Like it's like you're watching, and all of a sudden it's like, whoa, where'd he come from? Can you imagine being in a cockpit and all of a sudden having a car right beside you?
Yeah, the closing speeds here look like, I mean, you could be up to 10 mile an hour faster, it seems like, on some of these runs. So that is, the closing distance is, it makes your reaction times have to be perfect for some of these moves, because you get there so quick. It's really amazing to see that 01. He just literally went from fifth to second in the matter of 150 feet with a huge run. Like, very, very crazy stuff we're going to have to get used to.
Does anybody know out there that's watching, or maybe you guys know, when they make a pit stop in these cars, taking 4 tires and fuel, how long is their pit stops?
Like 7 seconds or something like that?
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, because
it's about half the time.
I'm looking at Everett there, Lane, and he had an 8.2, and I'm thinking, did he take 2 tires? And my brain instantly went to 2 tires, but that's why I'm asking, so I know, and I know for next time.
I don't even think in IndyCar you would ever take 2 tires.
Really?
Oh no.
Because there's changers on both sides of the cars.
Mm-hmm.
So like they just pop the car up. Well, actually that's F1. No, they do go around each side. Don't they on the IndyCar? I don't know. Actually, do they?
No, there's no way.
No, they
they
definitely
wouldn't.
don't. Yeah, they couldn't do it that fast. Yeah, so there's people on each side of the car taking,
Right.
each person's designated to a wheel. So really, there's no time gain. So you might as well just put 2 on.
You're
Yeah,
right.
I think if you put 2 on, it'd probably drive really weird.
I never did it, so I guess I'll have to go out and test it.
Yeah, there you go. That's the iRacing spirit right there. It looks like Ryan Kelly, after that huge wreck there, he's going to take it behind the wall.
Oh, we packed, 17 cars in here tonight, and our first one behind the wall, like you said there, Zach, is Ryan Kelly, unfortunately. Season opener here tonight at Area 51. We'll be live all this week for the opening season, and the truck's tomorrow night, 8:55 actually. And then Thursday night, we have the good old cup cars at 8:55, and then Sunday night we have the Super Speedway series. So, and what makes it very interesting, not to jump another night, guys, but Wednesday night is the trucks. That's the recruitment race night. There's only 4 races in that season, divided 4-8. Well, basically, okay, so 4-4 is how they do it, and the top 5 drivers that finish in the recruitment races at the end of the 4 races they get promoted up to the cup cars, and they got a penalty point system here that they watch every replay, and they go through every replay, and your number has to be under 0.5 or whatever. They average everything out, and if your number's higher than what they asking for, you get demoted. You got to go down and work your way back up, clean up your driving, clean up your style, and all that stuff. So anyway, anybody out there watching that's looking for a league with a structure like this, make sure you check these guys out. They're live all week, broadcasted from us here at Freaky Fast all week for the next 12 weeks. So, but all right, that's a little info about the league as we get ready to go back green here, as that pace car is going to duck in. Waiting for that flag man to wave that flag, and off we go. Here we go, guys. Hang on again. Fun, fun, fun. Yeehaw.
That's for sure. And up front, amazing restart from the 2 leaders here. Looks like the first 3 cars did stay out, I believe. See, it's either first 3 or first 4. So,
no, just 1. Oh wait, my bad. Scroll up. Yeah, you're right. 3.
3, okay, yeah.
I was
1 and 50.
Yeah, I was scrolling down and I didn't see it, so I apologize for that. But all right, floor is yours, guys.
Yeah, right now, just looking back here, Jack Walls has worked his way into the picture there in the 83 at Yellow Indy cars. You can see there in the toe. Robert Richards is starting to work his way up, and Jim Brooks also.
Run for David.
Oh wow, yeah, big run for David Leclerc. He's going to the lead. 3 wide into
that lap.
1.
He's going to clear him. For now, Bud's going to have a run coming off of 2 here. He's going to have a little bit of a push. Brian Kaufman there. push him around David Leclerc as Everett Lane's going to come up, as well as Charles Johnson.
Oh, no,
no.
Yet. Oh, no, Bud Steele, Brian Kaufman.
Ooh.
Huge wreck.
Oh, that got a lot of guys.
Yeah. Robert Richards. I believe Ted Decker Jr.
Oh, wow. Who was that bouncing, Bud?
Bud Steele's going to have to tow.
Yeah, that's Bud and Brian. Seems like almost the same thing we have with Everett and Ryan. Just a slight bit of contact on entry there.
Ooh. Wow.
Yep, just grazed the rear. And,
These wrecks are violent.
And he does the dance, and wow, what a vicious, vicious roll. We should call him Bud Steele the Dance Song.
What did you call it, Brian? The Delara what?
it's the Delara dance, but that was no Delara dance. You'll know it when you see the Delara dance.
Does it spin up in the air and do a twisty twist like it wants to shoot out of the track?
Oh, it looks like it's going through a particle accelerator. Is the only way I could put it.
Okay. I'm sure I've seen it. I just didn't know that's what we're going to call it. But you let me know when it happens. You let us know.
Oh, I will.
We're going to hashtag it.
It looks like David Leclerc's going to come down pit road. Looks like Everett Lane, Charles Johnson are going to stay out. Jack Walls is.
Wow, somebody's puffing off some smoke.
It's white flesh. Seems like everybody from about 6 on back.
I have to get used to the paint schemes too, so we know who we're looking at here too. So
Very true.
Yeah, because numbers won't help us tonight.
no, and Jack in the Cup car, he runs a different number, so I'm not sure if he's sticking with the 83 or if he's going with that other number there, Zach. Brian, you missed that one, but Zach is I don't remember what number. He had a different number, and we got confused.
Yeah, I think it was like 7 or something.
Yeah,
I'm
something
not
like
sure.
that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he had a different number, but yeah, back in the 83 here tonight.
Good old Charles Johnson out there in the lead. But hey, if we get another yellow, let's see who do we all have on Discord here that's in the race.
Oh my God.
Michael Spelling. That's somebody we don't really talk to.
Yeah, Michael Spell.
I don't think we actually ever talked to him.
Yeah. We should get an interview with him.
Yeah, if we have another yellow, we'll bring him down and see how the race is going for him and see if we can get some insight.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. He's running in the 11th position right now, so see if he gains anything before we talk.
Good evening, Jesse. Thank you for tuning in out there on the Facebook. Much appreciated.
And at the moment right now, completing lap 17, Charles Johnson is our leader.
Yes, sir. I've been looking at the track temp. Just went from 95 to 94 degrees Fahrenheit, so a moderately warm track. It's kind of cold, but under 100. I'm sure that really all that would equate to with these cars is the cooler the track, the less they push. Yes. I wouldn't imagine these things be getting loose at all on a hotter track.
Yeah, I would believe they just push more. But that's definitely an interesting thing. We have seen some cloud cappers though, but see if it drops his tint down. And I mean, as the time goes on, the temp should drop. So should just get some more grip, I believe, and more speed in these things, and they'll make some more horsepower.
Yeah, that's all he needs, more horsepower.
That's
Well,
all.
actually, they don't have much more horsepower than what we do in the stock cars. Stock cars, we have about 750. These things have anywhere between, right in the same ballpark. I think it's about 5 to 7, somewhere around there. The biggest difference is the torque. Stock cars, I don't even know how much torque they make, but it's a lot more than what these Indy cars are making. These Indy cars, it's only 300 foot-pounds of torque. They have a 2.2 liter V6 turbocharged engine. So a little baby, these things. It's not a lot of torque to have, but that turbocharging allows them to have that horsepower. So that's why, they're really good. Keep bringing back this momentum thing. That's why, these things like momentum. It's because it's low torque, high horsepower. So that horsepower allows you to keep that speed up.
Yeah, I'm looking at the notes that I have, and what'd you say for the horsepower they have, Brian?
So I think I looked on iRacing earlier. It's I've got it pulled up right here.
Yeah,
It
it's
says anywhere between 550 and 700.
Right. Okay.
So a skosh less horsepower than the stock cars. But the car, here at Indy, the car is only going to be weighing 1,590 pounds. So not even a ton. Whereas the stock cars that we're used to, those things are like 3,500 pounds. So we're 2,000 pounds less than these things. We went on a diet over Christmas.
Yeah.
Lost some weight, lost our fenders.
Bud Steele's still in pit road too, guys. He had to take it to the garage and he brought it back out, so he's 2 laps down, still sitting on pit road.
Yeah, I have to wonder if he forgot to check boxes. Passenger.
For your tone. Yeah. I guess maybe if you take it to the garage and bring it back out, it might let you do that. But it seems like he's about to leave. He's just waiting. He's got a new car. Oh, he's right behind the wall again.
All right, well, we're getting ready to go back green with 19 laps completed here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, as Charles Johnson is going to lead them off this time here in the front. Let's see what he can hold off this pack of cars as green's out. Let's see if he can hold these guys off.
Even restart really Everett actually got a little bit better of one, but going into one. So Charles Johnson's going to clear here. Look at the 0-0. Timothy right there. Started 12th up to 3rd. Also got Jim Brooks, probably you pointed him out earlier. 76. Up to 4th, looking to get to the inside here for 3rd. Oh, too wide.
Bear's going to go in the middle.
Yeah, as the 0-0 tries to take the leader on the outside there with Leclerc. They're using the outside to much avail here.
He's got a bunch of momentum going.
Yeah, he's going to try
Pick up the middle again.
That 50 has been strong.
Yeah, he's been able to find ways to pass cars that other guys haven't taken yet.
Definitely.
Charles Johnson being nice and smooth on the bottom. I'm gonna stay down there, not give David Leclerc any sort of draft help.
It's actually kept them pretty even up front here, as nobody's really in line with each other.
Here comes Timothy. He's gonna have a run, and he's gonna go right into the back of Charles.
I think that was Everett.
Oh, was that Everett?
Yeah, it was a 24 Everett.
Oh, it was.
Just kind of the back of Charles Johnson. That's almost the same thing that happened to Ryan Kelly there. Too, we've seen about 3 incidences with the same instance where
Same way. They
just run in the back of each other.
Did a run in the middle of the corner, and you think you got enough time to get around them, but I think that nose sticks out a little bit farther than these guys think.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Everybody was almost involved into that one. we can go to ride with Lane here as he's going down the backstretch, and we'll see what happens. As these guys were saying here, getting him downshift. Comes out of turn 3, going into turn 4. And just like you said, just caught Charles, and around he went. Spin, and looks like what, a total of maybe 3 cars were involved in that one?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Well, I do know too this, we don't talk much, we were talking a little bit about tires. They don't use Goodyears, they use them
Firestone.
Yeah, Firestone, so complete different tire make too.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's because I think if you put Goodyears on these things, it would just eat them up. These things. Again, the aero helps a lot with going 220 in the corners, but you need the rubber to stand that load. So Firestone's able to hold up.
Tire to do it.
Yeah, they bring a good tire.
Yeah, that's another reason why these things don't have V7s. I think you would need to adjust that a little bit with these cars.
For sure. Well, Michael Spell is coming down pit road here, Robert. After he comes off pit road, you want me to pull him down here so you get talking with him?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. Sounds like a plan. Once he comes off. As he creeps off.
I think they're racing each other. They're like, I don't want to go first, you go first. I think right now is a little bit of survival. Maybe that's something you can tell you about. Alright, I'll go ahead.
Alright. Michael Spell, Robert up here in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I do. How's it going, bud?
Good. How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm just hanging out in the back, avoiding all the wreck.
There you go. Well, how is the race going for you since you're hanging out back there? How's these cars handling out there for you tonight?
Oh, they're handling great. I mean, this setup is awesome. We ran a little fun race the other night in them, and yeah, the setup's great. We just got to get these guys to calm down a little bit and get some laps under us before we start trying to get to the front of it.
10-4. All right. Well, can you give us some insight on how these cars are? We don't know much up here. We're learning. This is actually the first time at Freaking Fast we actually called on an Indy car, or anybody out there watching. What kind of advice can you give them on these cars?
Oh, I love these cars. I just started running them, I guess, about maybe a year ago now, and I loved them when I first got into them. They handle real well. They're very stable in the corners. I mean, they're real good. They handle. Sometimes you get setups where they'll push pretty bad towards the end of the run, but for the most part, they handle great. They draft up real well. The biggest difference is you got to be careful. They draft up so quick that you'll clip the guy in front of you if you're not careful. A lot quicker than they do in the bigger NASCAR.
Right. Yeah, we've seen that tonight. Okay, well, my last question is, and what kind of fuel load, laps-wise, are you getting on these things?
Well, I was talking to Bud a little earlier. He was running in 5th gear all the way around, and he was getting about 19. I'm getting between 22 and a half and 23, but I'm running in 6th. So if you run in 6, you can get a little bit better.
Ah, okay. All right. Well, there's a little note for us to keep an eye on, but all right, man. Well, we got 24 laps completed. It is the season open here at Area 51. I know you guys been waiting, all winter after the holidays to get this rolling, so hopefully we get to talk to you in the top 3, and if not, maybe you'll come out tonight with the points lead.
Yeah, I hope so. At least, we get 5 bonus points if we finish with no damage, so hopefully I'll at least get that. But yeah, I want to shout out to my dad's watching tonight. Seems like every time he watches, we have a lot of wrecks. So hopefully we get things going.
And I guess you have to tell your dad, hey, Dad, watch the replay.
Yeah, right.
Call me next day and let me know how you liked it. But, well, hey, give a shout out to your dad there, man. And we do appreciate him tuning in and watching you.
right, man. Thanks, guys.
All right, no problem.
All right, that was the driver of Michael Spell there in the 88. He's in 7th position right now, started 14th, so has made up 7 positions. Like he said, he's just been right back here in 6th gear, saving some fuel, and I think that is that's very crucial. He said about 22 to 23 laps compared to 19.
Yeah.
Brian and Robert, that's miles here. That's 2.5 miles per lap. So that's saving a lot of fuel there just by doing that. So we'll have to see if that comes into play. Who can stretch the fuel mileage maybe here at the end of this race? It could be who wants to ride behind each other to save fuel type of race, and not be the leader.
And it's so interesting, though. Like you said, the laps that they save in on just running 6th gear. That's wow. I mean, impressive.
Well, and he's at the back, Bud Steele was at the front, so
Yeah,
you got some of that
draft.
some of that draft that you have to think about as well. But definitely, I think just the difference between 5th and 6th gear, that'll get you a few laps there.
Yeah, it's got to be due to them RPMs. It's mostly just a little lower RPM, so a little bit less fuel burning, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if that comes into play. Maybe that'll be the winning strategy. Someone said I destroyed 6th gear, so we'll have to see. But I'm sure if it gets down to a point where he doesn't have to save fuel, he'll probably shift down to 5th. As David Leclerc is leading the field back to green here.
All right. David's going to lead them back to green. See if David can hold off this field here as we get going back green here, waiting for that flagman to throw that flag of green. Wait a minute, green's out. Off they go. Let's see what he can do here, guys.
Good restart from David. Clears the outside line with Brian Kaufman in the 0-1. He's going to clear the outside line too. So the front 2 on the bottom. Clear the front 2 on the outside here. It's Robert Richards there trying to slide him to 3rd from all the way back in 5th. Brian Kaufman's, wow, man, these runs.
So fun to watch.
Definitely. The interesting thing is just going to be how these things perform in the long run. That's what I'm most intrigued by. So let's hope these guys can get a decent little run in here and see how these cars perform as these tires wear and the fuel load burns off.
Yeah, I'd like to see that too. My biggest thing is once that fuel load burns off, when you're at half a tank, how are these things going to handle?
Very, very sure, Brian.
There's got to be a major difference.
You can see Robert trying to make a move. Look at the run from Levi Cox. He backs out of those. Strong run. That's a good decision to back out there. Well, Robert Richards now up in the second. He looks like he's going to get a run on David Leclerc here. Go to his inside.
Yep, not going to lead this lap, but maybe could pass him coming out of 1 or 2. He is going to clear him. It's going to bring Brian Kaufman with him as well.
Yep, the 0-1 Brian Kaufman. They're going to follow through. You know what I noticed, Brian? These cars can follow pretty well. These
They
guys
do,
at least early in the runs, with these new tires, they've been able to really get right up on the tail. I mean, we've seen guys run people over through the corner. So,
I think that big dirty air thing that doesn't come until these tires start getting some wear on.
Yeah. See the move from Levi Cox there to 14. He went from the bottom to the top, now on the outside for the lead of Robert Richards. That 14 looking like a good move right there, but I don't know if he's going to be able to make the outside work. What does David Leclerc do here? He's tucks him behind the 14 on the outside.
Big run, he had to stop
14
right there.
Clear. It's going close.
You know what's interesting? Levi Cox is 18 laps on his run now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he's going to have to make a pit stop here very, very shortly. And he's not running 6th gear all the way around the track. And Timothy, too.
The only thing I can say is maybe he's kept the tires on and just took fuel. So it's the only thing I can imagine.
He only pitted twice.
Okay, wow. What to see here? How far you can go?
Yeah, I have to keep an eye on this here because I'm not sure. You might be right there, Zach, but the data's showing me he pitted twice. So I guess we'll see in the next couple laps if he's going to be ducking in. Same with Timothy, too. He's in that 0-0.
Is he in the same boat?
Yeah, he's 19 laps on his run, too. So... Unfortunately, Bud had to retire out of here tonight.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for him there.
And we got what?
Get his cars there.
Oh, we got 3 cars a lap down too here. We got unfortunately Charles Johnson, Ted Decker, and Lane are a lap down.
Yeah, but look at Charles Johnson. He's up battling with David Leclerc there. He's in 4th and 1 position ahead there of Jack.
Yeah. I think it may have been a blink glitch. He may have been blinked out when they crossed the line, and it may have not scored. Is my theory on that.
Oh, that stinks.
Well, no, he was involved that Ricky had a toe.
Oh, what? Well, then how did he start?
He just drove up to here.
Oh, did he? Oh,
yeah.
I thought that blue car was up there the whole time.
Nope.
See, that's how fast he's going.
Yeah, exactly.
I believe he was up there the whole time.
Because Levi Cox there takes the lead off from the top. Robert Richards there is going to make a run to the bottom in 3 and 4. And 4, actually. A lot of these guys, like said, they can't get away from each other, so.
It's impossible.
Right now, it's just strong. And you got to be patient. Really, these guys, that's what they need to know is can't get away from each other. Let's be patient, work with each other here, stay alive. And when the tires start to wear, we'll see who has the best stuff. We'll see if those tires even have a factor in that because of the fuel load too.
Yeah, the rest of the field is trying to catch him. Got the 83 Jack Balls there. He's coming into the picture.
Jim Brooks not too far away either. Corey Lane at 10. Michael Spell in 9th. I think some of these guys are just lurking right now.
I think so. I think that's your best chance right now. You know, we've had a bunch of cautions. You guys get caught up.
F14, look, he was going to try to go. The 28, I mean, he was going to try to go all the way by all of them there on the bottom. The 50 closed that off real quick. These cars are wild.
Yeah, I mean, you can make moves so quickly. Go from the outside to the inside, split second. You pretty much do whatever you want. It's top 4, 2x2. It's been some hard racing up front.
Definitely has been.
I think a lot of these guys, like you said, Zach, are just kind of lurking in the back, biding their time. And now that we're going green here, you know, maybe start thinking about some fuel-saving strategies. Try to get the most laps. Tank. Even though I do think hitting by yourself, oh, look at him go.
Middle. Trying to get his lap back. Oh, it's close to 14 there.
Wow. Oh, Brian just got arrow tight, like really bad.
Look at the run he's got now. 14. Well, I mean, the 28 of Charles Johnson, sorry, saying 14, but wow. He just got his lap back. Old-fashioned one. I don't know if he's able to keep it, but
I don't think he's going to be able to keep it. Look at this. Whoa.
14 is a huge run. Levi. Oh, the 50 followed. Wow, these runs are just shows you. I think these guys are doing a lot of lifting also, because that's just it's making the runs look even bigger. Wow. It was getting stacked up there between the 01 and the 50.
This is nuts.
Oh, and the 14 just like completely missed the corner. Levi Cox going straight backwards. Oh, it looks like he's going just straight to the back of the field.
Oh, he's trying to get in the pits.
Yeah.
Well,
that's right. Remember you said he couldn't go that far.
yeah, he went around 24 laps.
Yeah, that was with some caution laps included. So yeah,
Right.
he definitely.
No, it's actually 26 laps. I apologize, Zach, because Timothy's still out there yet on his 26th lap. So
Timothy should probably come in, if this time, not next time. So see how that plays here. Oh no!
oh, does it? Oh, what a!
Saved it.
Who's the yellow car?
Hey, Jack Walls.
Oh, okay.
83. Wow.
Here comes Timothy, 26 laps. But yeah, Jack Walls. Wow.
That was a great save.
That was, yeah. That's the All-State Skid Hands Award right there.
It has split up the field. Yeah.
Yeah, it has.
Charles Johnson.
For 3, really.
The top 3.
Lap car.
Yeah, it's starting to look like the field's getting
Brooks.
separated.
Yeah, they'll catch back up pretty quickly, though. You know, with that draft, they'll suck up to each other.
Yeah, these guys are doing a lot of lifting because it just really can't go nowhere. Kind of stuck.
Well, and a lot of these guys, you know, they're over halfway on their fuel and tires. So this is where these things start getting, you know, the aero push that we were talking about. You wanted to see Brian. Well, they're in about that stage now here.
One's doing a good job of following, I gotta say. It's very impressive. See, follow to the corner. Oh wow, the 50 really darting into the corner there.
Yeah, I think, you know, maybe I've lifted a little bit too late there.
Oh, he's going to oh.
They all are.
Oh no!
Oh,
And there ain't no yellow, no
Yep,
yellow.
yep. The 01.
ouch.
01 got too hot.
He did a Zach.
I warned him though, Robert. I warned him.
You know Zach
Actually,
with
that
a
was
pit
Robert
road.
Richards. That was Robert Richards who got too hot there. Oh, and Brian Kaufman nowhere to go. David Leclerc wrecks pretty much by himself just due to watching that, I think, and having. Oh, did he actually get by?
He had to stop, but I think he was
But
good.
he's fine. Yeah, he's good. The 01's gonna take a good curve. And I think Robert Richards is gonna have a penalty. That was Michael Spellman in the lead with Jim Brooks battling. Also with Jack Walls here. Jim Brooks to the lead here.
He told me earlier he loves these cars.
They're looking very smooth right now on that 76 and clean. That's what the biggest thing. Here's the 14.
Big run, one outside, one inside, one outside. Decided not to take that.
Yeah, he's a lap down because of that pit stop there. Seeing these other guys start to come down too.
These guys up in the front
These guys
here,
will stretch it some more. Yeah.
all the way back. Well, they're shuffling through here. Looks like all the way back to 8th position, or about 20 laps to 19 laps on their tires. So their pit window has opened up. Just all depends when they want to come in.
Yeah, I think the longer you stretch it, you know, if you can stretch it for all of these runs than the last run, you can maybe take less fuel. It'll be a little bit lighter.
Very, very true, Brian.
I think that'll help.
It is Levi Cox by Jim Brooks, our leader. Just to get his lap back. You can see, look at the run from Michael Spell in the 88 machine. What a run into one, taking the lead in that 88. That was a great move. Up the road, it's Charles Johnson too, so he's hanging on to the tail end of the lead that lap pretty much here with Levi. Levi goes back wide on the back straight. Wow.
How many times do they change position per lap?
Every lap feels like, oh, whoa. That was Charles Johnson.
Yeah, I think he barely missed pit road.
He got.
But he didn't miss pit road.
Tires a little bit that locked up the rears. The Valak came back across that pack. That could have been catastrophic.
Oh yeah, ooh, that was close. Oh, there's somebody's wrecking.
Uh-oh.
I heard the tires.
Thought I did too. Oh yeah, someone flipping.
Ted Decker Jr. on his roof.
Yeah, he flipped. Oh, look, he just got in the grass. Oh no.
Flipped the grass.
Oh man, he was right. Flipping multiple times.
Oh, coming out of pit road.
Yep.
All right, we'll watch live here. Well, watch the replay. Oh yeah, clips. Oh, and up over he goes, and barrel rolls that thing. Hang on. Oh, I'd get dizzy. Oh wow. Unfortunately.
Imagine doing that in VR.
Oh no. I can't stand VR as it is, even though I wish I could, but jeez.
Oh, and here come the leaders.
Yep, Jack Walls, Corey Lane. Oh man, there's some guys going by really fast. Whew. Joe Marks. Michael Spells pitted the lap before that. He's leading pit road now too. So he comes out compared to the guys they're racing with, which will be I think David Leclerc. And I believe he's gonna come out right. Yeah, he's gonna come out a straightaway ahead.
And he's come out right in front of Charles Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh, and another
and
car.
the 14. Whoa.
Blinked into existence.
Yeah. Oh yeah, his quality.
Here come these guys off the pit road. They're still got to be on that access road. Michael W. Spell's going to come right around all of them.
Jim Brooks, the master class from Jim Brooks there. Look at how far ahead he is. He's a.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Jim Brooks is gonna cycle to the lead here for pit stop sequences, which is very impressive because he was not the leader when that all started. So, and he was one of the later ones to pit. So, impressive stuff. About a 2.6 second lead over Michael Spell, Levi Cox, and Jack Walls.
Yeah, so he had a fantastic pit cycle right there. Rest of them not too bad, not too far behind either. The thing that's going to hurt Jim Brooks now is that he's got a clean track ahead of him, so nobody to draft on.
Yeah,
so the guys
I gotta say to that, Brian, is he has Robert Richards, and they kind of been leapfrogging each other here. So the 12 and the 76 are they're working together. Like, it's not working together, but they're drafting together. So these guys back here are battling it up. So we'll see. He pulled out a little bit of time on that lap, but like you said, I think sooner or later this pack should close the gap a little bit, but you never know here. We'll see.
Oh, we'll see.
Jim Brooks and Robert Richards, they would have to, right now, yeah, Robert Richards should go around and Jim Brooks will follow him in 1 and 2, and then on the back stretch.
Yep.
If they can keep that up,
see,
he picked up another 10.
Compared
so.
to 40-89s, yeah, for the guys behind. So we're battling.
If they can keep that up, he'll be fine.
Yeah, Levi Cox did move into second there. Leading by Michael W. Spell. Jack Walls there in 83. But here goes Michael Spell back on the inside in that 88 machine, grip to the second position.
Well, wouldn't they be faster if they stayed in line instead of swapping back and forth?
Well, no, because you can't bump draft in these cars, so you need to carry all the momentum you can, but you don't need to slow each other down. That's the thing. So you got to do like frictionless passes. That's what they call.
Okay.
You know, you get by someone and you carry your momentum, and then they slide in behind. They get the draft. They go by you with their momentum. Then it slingshots you. It's kind of
Tando drafting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which that time right there, they were really fast. They ran Michael Spell ran a 40-58 to Jim Brooks's 40-74. So the more cars they have doing that, the better. So technically, what they're doing right now is technically working. They just can't run side by side through the corners like they are. But Jack Walls here battling Michael Spell for second. Really, everybody up to sixth here is within a good shot. David Leclerc, Timothy Wright, and Timothy Wright and David Leclerc are flying with Brian Kaufman, a lap car there in between. They're about 40-26s.
Yeah, they're flying, but they are a good bit back.
Yeah, very true. And they pitted earlier, so they have less fuel.
True.
Right now, Jim Brooks is holding strong though with about a 2.5 second lead. Let's see if it drops down this lap here. Yeah, about another 10th there taken out from the guys behind. So, I mean, if they only get a 10th every lap, then he's got a full pit stop before they get there.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, once they get to a certain point, they will get the draft and it will come a lot quicker. But right now, these guys are battling it up back here. Michael Spell, Jack Walls, Levi Cox, Joe Marks, Corey Lane, and even Charles Johnson, the lap car here.
Well, and the interesting thing is too is as you said there, Zach. Once they catch the draft, they're going to really start picking up speed and coming. But longer they go here, once they catch that, these cars are going to get aero pushed, so you're going to be out of the gas. So all that draft that you gain, you're going to probably lose it, so you don't hit the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I mean,
think you do in these cars. There's more gains from the draft than slowdowns. I think the aero push that you get is not going to be as detrimental as.
Okay, so you don't think it will hurt?
I still
him
ain't
as
saying
much.
that, right?
But I know, yeah, I know what you're saying. You don't think it's going to hurt them much because the draft is more stronger than the aero
push is not as much as the draft push.
Right, the draft is stronger. Gotcha. I got it. Okay.
So yeah, it's
Wow.
side pods wanting to meet there.
Yeah, we're on a 39.51 last time because they had the draft with the little train behind this big pack. And look, he took that momentum and sliced and diced all the way through those cars. He might even go to the front here to second.
I think he will.
That is amazing.
That's some really good driving, some heads-up driving. He knows how to get around these cars. I think he's going to be one to watch.
Yeah. Brian Kaufman there, the lap car on his inside. He's the one that they were together there and drove it all the way through with that. That was so impressive. These guys are dicing back and forth, but look, now let's put Gene back up to about a 2.7 second lead. So
you said they
smooth, steady.
said David Leclerc and those guys, they had less fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's maybe a little bit of what we're seeing right now too. So, they're still adapting, those guys.
Yeah.
Well, they were.
Yeah, they lost some time in this time, but still, I mean, think about it, they were 4.5 seconds back at one point.
I'm watching Jack right now, guys, and he's running 6th gear all the way around.
But he's getting him some nice fuel mileage there in the 83. Not losing much time either. He's right there.
See what Joe is. See if Joe's running. I think this pack here is all. Oh no, he downshifted to 5th. He's trying to run 6th. He's trying to run 6th, but it looks like he had the downshift.
Levi Cox.
Whew. Oh man.
The middle. They gained on Jim that time. But still, they're just fighting a never-ending battle. It stayed about 2.5 seconds. That was close between Jim Brooks here and Robert Richards.
It was that gray car. Who is that?
That is the lead
He
line.
just, yeah, he just fell back a lot. I don't know if he lost momentum or his own boy.
Oh,
He
Oh,
lost
he
it,
lost
hit the
it.
wall, and there's a caution.
He got on the rumble strip on the exit 4 there.
all right. We'll go back and watch the replay here and see him going through. I believe that's turn 3. Going into turn 4, and yep, on the rumble strips, and oh, that thing just snapped right into the wall. Well, at least no one else was involved, but unfortunately, he's gonna have to call for a tow. But he did force somebody down pit road. Who was forced down pit road? Somebody went down pit
Oh, I
road.
didn't even see that.
Yeah, somebody was forced. They got out of the way coming out of 4, and they just went down pit road basically and said, well, it's time for pit stop anyways. I'm not sure who it
I
was.
believe that was Timothy Wright.
Is that who that was? Yes. Yes, it was a white car. Yeah.
Yep, it's Timothy Wright.
Yeah, so now he just made his pit stop right when that yellow came out. So,
Yeah, I wonder if it was closed before he got there. That's the only thing he's got to worry about. But if not, he
yeah.
might get straight to the lead.
Very true, very true. I was thinking, man, if that all panned out for him, he'd take the lead. But if it was closed pits, then, yeah. Well, we'll have to see, but all right. Well, while we're under yellow here real quick, since we got 41 laps to go here in this season opener here with Area 51 here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, we are going to go wet our whistles because I'm sure Zach and Brian would like to get a drink. So we will be right back after this quick word from iRacing. All right, we're back after that quick word from iRacing. All right, guys. Well, we got 40 laps to go here. We are counting it down, and it's soon going to get hectic here, and we'll see who we're going to have as a race winner. But what do you guys think so far of this race with these cars? First time calling it.
Man, it's pretty cool. I figured, it was going to be a lot like this, where these guys all stacked up on top of each other. We're going to see some crazy moves. These guys definitely have not disappointed. Last year, the races we did for them, they always put on a great show, and I think these cars help them do that even better. I mean, these runs are crazy. These guys get on each other. It's insane.
The closing rate is out of this world. That's for sure. Like Area 51. So, I'm impressed by this race. Really excited to see what we have going throughout the season. Now, Robert, do we have a road course race?
I would have to look at the schedule. I do apologize. The schedule
Oh,
is
no, you're fine.
the schedule is on their iRacing league page. So I'd have to go look at the schedule. I can get that. I'll get that all in a Google Docs for us.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see what kind of tracks they go to with this race car. It's definitely a very interesting one. It's dynamic. It runs on ovals and road courses, short tracks, everything. So I'm excited to see how this plays out. And I think Timothy Wright, Robert, you think he played it perfect?
Well, he was kind of forced down there, but it all worked.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Yeah, because it don't look like he's getting a penalty, and I'm not sure who we have in front of him. Is that Everett Lane in the 24?
I believe Everett Lane is about to get a waiver.
Okay, so yeah, that's
Or
who's in
who's
front of
that?
him.
No, that's Ted.
Oh, it's Ted.
That's Ted. Robert Richards. So Robert Richards is about to get back on lead lap. Ted Decker Jr. is about to get back to 2 laps down. Sorry, they will both be. So Robert Richards will go from 2 to 1, and Ted Decker Jr. will go from 4 to 3.
Okay.
So,
All right.
yeah,
So
we
that
had-
leaves 4 people. We got Charles Johnson still a lap down. Everett Lane's a lap down. Levi's a lap down, and Robert Richards is a lap down.
So 4 guys fighting for lucky dog this time.
And you notice
Wow.
too, you can do it the hard way too. So 2 of them
Yeah.
could get, one be in the front if the yellow comes out, and the other one being the lucky dog. Well, 2 for 1.
We're going to have 2 road courses this season. We're going to go to Canadian Tire and Watkins.
Awesome.
In the Indy cars?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that is gonna be so. What version they running at Watkins Glen?
Watkins Glen is going to be the classic, so it's going to be like the course that the Cup cars take, but it's not going to have the chicane.
Ooh, wow.
If I understand that correctly.
I think that's right. That'll be interesting.
That's gonna be fun to watch. These cars on a road course.
And we got Canadian Tire in 2 weeks. Or 3 weeks.
Yes.
So.
And those are going to be timed as well. They aren't going to be
Oh, there's time races.
laps. It's going to be 51 minutes.
Area 51.
Ah.
I was like 51 minutes. I was like, that's interesting to add the 1 minute. It's like Area 51. Good job, guys. I like the creativity.
Yeah, these admins are on the ball. I got to give it to them. It's a great bunch of guys and a great league. Like I said, if anybody's out there watching and looking for a league to join, I'm telling you, check these guys out because they offer a lot. They offer cash. They offer prizes. Racing all week, broadcasted all week, you name it, they offer it. But we're going to go back green here with Timothy now. Going to see if he can hold off the field with 38 laps to go as the green flag flies.
There to go. Nice restart from top 5 there.
Everybody, yeah. Top 5, just really, really dead even there on that restart. There's Timothy Wright. It will clear for the lead. Look at. Yeah, Jack Walls. I can't mistake that yellow car. Jack Walls in 83 there, going to the outside, up to 2nd. Getting into the later parts of this race here. When does the aggression? Because we've already seen high aggression, but I think the aggression level is going to even kick up. You see guys back out of 3 wide situations earlier. There's going to be no backing out of 3 wide. I think we might see a 4 wide.
I don't think we've seen anything yet.
I think you're exactly right, Ryan. Look at the run from Michael Speller. Wow, big run for him down the front straightaway.
If we see 4 wide, I'm gonna say holy mackerel duck.
Leclerc showing strength again. That 50 machine. He's in my opinion all night. He's shown to be one of the cars that can easily just slice through this field. But look at also Charles Johnson, who started again a lap down, started at the rear of the field. He is sliced and diced his way up here fighting with Jack Walls for third.
Again, I didn't think anything of that car being there because I thought he had been there.
Well, Charles Johnson is a lap down.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he started all the way back there. He's done this twice now.
Yeah, he's like, I don't need a yellow to get my lap back. I'll just run right through the field.
Oh, he's gonna get a lap back here if you don't get it instant.
Did he go off track? Oh, hang on, Charles. Oh no.
I just jinxed it.
Yikes is right. Let's go back on the replay and watch Charles. I don't even know, but let's watch Charles ride on the replay in the cockpit because this was crazy. That thing it's like it hit a ramp and just jumped. See, he did he got pushed down there and there is nothing he can do, and up over he goes and stops. Oh
yeah,
man.
Corey Lane.
That was Corey Lane.
He wrecked two there with contact with Joe Marks. Joe Marks just got a little too high, got up into him. Corey Lane went flipping down the exit of turn 2. Looks like he's going to go maybe get the car back without
yeah, we'll see. Coming out 2, he spins it around, up over he goes, and he does the dance. And still doing the dance. And now he's checking out the breakdancing moves. Michael Jackson. Woohoo!
Charles Johnson, though, that is unfortunate.
Yeah.
He had it too. He had the lucky dog.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. He had the lucky dog, and unfortunately, he had to do a evasive move on Timothy, and it pushed him down in there, and there was nothing he could do.
I'm not sure, but I think Levi Cox, I believe, is the lucky dog now, unless they've already gave the lucky dog. I'm not sure. We'll see. That 14's been really strong. He's had some incidences he's got caught up in, but watch out for this 14.
We'll have to see. We'll see who all comes down, and Timothy's going to bring them down. Well, he's going to bring some of them down.
So it looks like Jack Walls, Jim Brooks, Michael Spell comes down with Brian Kaufman. Brian Kaufman back in the picture, too. He's back on the lead lap.
Well, 34 laps to go. They still doesn't matter making a pit stop now or not. Everybody still has to make at least one more round of pit stops.
Yep, exactly. And Levi Cox does get the wave the lucky dog here. So Levi Cox will get back.
Well, he's driving Charles Johnson's number 14, and he just stole his lucky dog. He stole his number and his lucky dog. What's up with that, Levi?
That's just rude.
Yeah, that's just rude, man.
This is going to propel Jack Walls into the lead here in the 83. I think they stayed out. They just had to pit again. They knew that it's still within range. But I think they needed that pit stop, though, to get within range for one stop, though. That's the only thing I'm worried about for them now. Unless they just pitted, didn't they? Yeah, they did. So if you would have flipped it in,
yeah, that should be okay.
Caution, because you got to point out in these cars, there's an engine map for caution that you need to run. If you don't run that engine map, you burn too much fuel. So
explain that.
So pretty much you have a setting on your wheel. Which you can change with, as you know, set through iRacing. You can set up a hotkey to change this setting, and there's a map. So usually map 1 is, okay, we'll say map 1 is the race map. So that's the fastest, you can get out of the motor. Then you'll have like a map 2, which is like it's like a fuel reserve mode. It's like less power, I guess you could say. So you're gonna make less fuel, and then you have a map 3, which is your caution map. So it's like you take a lot of power from motors so the motor's as efficient as possible with fuel, I guess. Brian probably explained it better.
Essentially all you're doing, you're just telling the fuel injectors to inject less.
Right. Right.
Like under caution right here, we're dumping as little fuel as we can into the engine. We're just letting it have enough fuel to run, to get the car around the track going 80 miles an hour.
Right. And what happens if you're in map 3 and you go back green?
You won't go anywhere.
Oh.
You'll
Yeah.
floor it and you'll get blown by. So yeah, you gotta put it back on that map 1.
And even map 2 is nowhere near full power limit, so.
Yeah, map 2, you would use that if like if you knew you were going green and like say if you were on a road course and you needed one more lap to make it to the end.
Okay, so you drop it down to save fuel.
Yeah, and in road courses even makes more sense because you can get these sections of the track where you can turn the map down every lap. Where technically having less power and twisty turny bits is better. It's a little bit easier to control the car,
right,
with less power. So technically turning the motor down there and saving fuel there is very efficient, and then turn the engine back up for the straights. So more useful probably for road racing, but here it's very useful to save fuel under caution, or if you're trying to stretch it 30-something laps.
That
these
and
guys
then
have 70% fuel tanks.
You got your push to pass too yet on the road courses, as you guys said.
Yeah.
So you pop that thing up there on green flag plus push to pass on somebody. Man, that's a lot of horsepower.
Yeah, that's very much so. It's going to be interesting in the road course races how the push to pass system works. I haven't really done any racing in these, so I'm not sure if these guys will have push to pass or they have set numbers. So we'll find out though. So,
Oh, you can set the numbers also in push to pass?
I believe so.
Wow.
This is coming from someone that doesn't run IndyCar, so I have no knowledge, but I would hope so.
Well, hey, I think
know they've had it before. So
okay. Okay. Well, I do thank everybody who's still out there watching and tuning in on both sides. Don't forget, if you want, hit that share, follow, like button. You can also do parenthesis follow it right into the chat, and it'll automatically follow on Facebook. You don't have to go click on anything. So, but we're learning. We're learning. So
Brian, when do you think the fuel window opens?
I think it opens at about 82.
82? Okay. So
Yeah,
28.
they were saying anywhere between
not 28.
18 ago. 18. So they were saying 19 to 21, 22. So I think you go in, give yourself one lap extra. I think you're good to go. I think it could possibly open up. You'll probably see guys go in about
80,
maybe 79.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect to see anybody.
Very true, very true. A lot of rubber actually being laid down, noticed on the racetrack through the corners.
Yeah, that's the thing with these cars, you go faster in the corners, more load on the tires, shed more rubber onto the track. So probably about twice the rubber buildup that we see.
all right. Well, the pace car ducks in. We're gonna have 30 laps to go here, and these guys are gonna have to make one more pit stop as green's out.
Even restart again for the top 6, really. Jack Walls on the bottom in the 83 leading the way in that yellow machine. David Leclerc on the 50 been strong all night. So is Brian Kaufman, though. These are some of the fastest guys right here with Michael Smith.
There's guys in the grass down there.
Back. Oh no, who was that?
That looked like James Ledford.
That was Dwight Klesch, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, the 44.
Oh,
Dwight
he's
Klesch.
up over. He's sitting, bouncing on the track, guys.
Yeah, he took a hard one hit.
Go back and watch the replay and see what happens with that STP-44. He tried to go around somebody and clipped him. And he's breakdancing. That's what I'm going to call that. Brian, you got your own. I'm calling it the breakdancing moves. We'll have to see if we don't get any copyrights, and we'll bring out some Michael Jackson. All right, well, let's go back up to the lead here, up to this. See, here we got David Leclerc running in 3rd place. Michael Spells, that we talked to earlier, he's up to 4th place now. He was hanging in the back, and now he's moving his way back up through the field. He needs to change the paint scheme, though. Cowboys fan.
Oh, a little contact in the middle between, what was that, Spell and
14.
14.
14.
Leclerc's going for the lead again. Tell you what, if he's not in the lead, he's looking for the lead. Into the car a little bit in the grass. Go one there, and he saves it.
50 going for it again. Great move back out to the outside.
Hey, faked him out a little bit. If I made him think he was going low and then went high, it's going to work for the time being, but I don't think he's going to be able to clear him.
The question is, too, Brian, these guys that pitted, do they take no tires and take less fuel?
I think so. I think that's what you...
Like, we'll have to see. These guys up front aren't saving, though.
No, the saving is out the window.
Okay, Jim Brooks looks like he's saving pretty hardcore. Yeah, he stayed 6th gear.
I wouldn't be surprised if Jim Brooks becomes the spoiler and wins this race. I really don't.
I wouldn't
Hopefully.
be surprised either. We'll
I
see.
hope I didn't jinx
He pulled
him,
the
but-
lead. He pulled the lead in the last pit sequence, so if we have a green flag pit sequence, you never know.
Yeah,
The race in
he.
the front is on fire. Charles Johnson again, lap down. This is impressive. This man wants his lap back. This has been the toughest ever. I think someone's ever had to fight for a lap. He's gonna go to the outside,
I'm gonna go 3 wide.
3 wide for the lap.
Yeah, it's a shame he's a lap down.
He's gonna get a lucky dog here though. And guess what? He's gonna be in this race now. He's drove from that lap to the down position every time to the front. Oh, if he doesn't. Oh man.
What was that caution for?
Yeah, where's that
You know,
caution at?
that's a good question. Actually, I need to look at it.
I'm not seeing anybody.
One thing I can think of is Dwight Flesh. He went down into the access road and
Yeah, but,
stopped, but that should not have been out of caution.
If that brought out the caution, then iRacing, that's a glitch.
That's the only thing I see though.
Yeah. That is literally the only thing that happened.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything from any drivers.
Very interesting iRacing call. I think we have Steve O'Donnell in the booth up there.
I think iRacing just said 24 laps ago we're gonna make everybody pit and go crazy towards the end.
Very true, actually.
Let's see, yeah,
Like a full
no.
save now, it's actually in the window. Oof. We're gonna have to do a
Yeah,
little
now
bit
it
of full
gets
save.
close.
Yeah. Or a big full fuel
Well,
save. here, so.
Levi earlier did 26 laps, and so did
That was with caution laps, though. Too.
with-
So if they
right.
do have caution, that'll help. You know,
Right.
that'll definitely help.
right. So if we have another caution in between this last 24 laps, you
I
know,
believe if they have a caution, they'll be completely fine.
right. But how many come in? How many stay out? Do you put new tires and fill it up? I'm assuming the cars just run better with more fuel in it.
Yeah. Well, lighter fuel, it does. It should drive better. We'll see here as everybody should come down. I believe that's at least a lap. At least on the lead lap. And Charles Johnson should get the lucky dog. I think Everett Lane, Corey Lane, and Robert Richards will all try to get a waypoint here. And Ted Decker.
Well, now we'll see what Charles Johnson can do because he's been multiple times, like you said, Zach, trying to get his lap back. So he got it back with the yellow coming out, and he ran from the back to the front, back to the front. Now we'll see if he can go from the back to the lead.
Yeah, that's for sure. We'll have to see. I'm sure he'll have. He will put his stamp on this race somehow here at the end. He will definitely get involved because 28's been way too fast, and he's really been slicing and dicing up there so quick you can't even tell that he got there somehow. So we'll see. This race is so exciting. I think I'm losing my voice.
I think Brian's drinking some sweet tea.
I actually have some apple juice.
Apple juice?
Yeah, I've been getting over a cold the past 4 weeks. And luckily, it hadn't been the flu, but it's gosh darn close to it.
Oh, man.
We're getting there.
I can't drink apple juice. It's a...
I love apple juice.
I've drank two things of apple juice.
I'm a big juice fan. I like all types of juices. So
I've got some cranberry juice and some other type of
pomegranate juice.
Fridge.
Yeah, I can do cranberry juice. I can't do it. I don't know. It's a texture or something. I can do it, but I'm not a fan of it.
Okay. You like orange juice?
Yes, but I can't drink a lot of it because of the sugar.
Okay.
It spikes my sugar too bad. Orange juice does. So I can have a little bit of it, but not a lot.
I can drink a lot of apple juice. Apple juice is addicting.
All right, well, Charles
These
Johnson's going to come down with, what? Wow, 22 laps to go. He's loading up on his fuel and tires. He's not going to have to make a pit stop.
He's going to save, but he's...
Yeah, if you're getting 18 laps. Well, it depends if he decides to ride...
We're not even lined up to take the flag yet, so we can't say that he's going to be running the lower engine map, so... You are saving fuel here too, so we'll see. It's going to be close for all these guys. I think some guys are going to make it. I think some guys will have to pit though, if it does stay green. So,
well, the other thing too, if he's looking at laps, again, we don't know what map he's running, like you said there, Zach. But he could just ride around the back in 6th gear and not lose the draft, and that's going to save fuel too. So, I mean, there's so many strategies you can do. Wow, I'm really starting to like these Indy cars.
Yeah, it's definitely a strategic play here for a lot of these guys to see what they're going to do. It's going to be very interesting. Got a few guys going to take the way around, of course, here. But, Brian, you were talking about apple juice. These guys are going to drink the milk.
Yeah, about 6 months early.
Yeah.
Well, not 6 months, about 5 months.
Yeah, true. But still. They want to taste the milk, okay?
Hey, is that milk, is that whole milk?
That's interesting.
1%.
Yeah, right. I would believe it's whole.
Kind of milk?
Good question. Look, ask Google.
I guarantee you,
They probably drink skim milk. Gotta watch your weight. They don't want your driver getting too heavy. You gotta keep the car as light as you can.
I'll figure it out. I'm gonna ask you.
But we do got a couple cars here, Brian, topping off here with one the green, so...
They get to choose.
Oh.
I believe.
Yeah, I see that, yeah.
So when they go across
Buttermilk is no longer an option.
Buttermilk?
Yeah, apparently buttermilk used to be an option, but you do get, when you win the Indy 500, you get to choose the type of milk that you drink.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
skim, so fat-free, whole, or 2%.
I can see you going across the start finish line winning and going, yay, hey, what kind of milk you want to drink? Skim milk.
Oh,
Or, you know.
almond milk. I want almond milk.
Right. I just won
There
the
you
Indy
go.
500, but I want 2% milk, please. Well, I mean,
Right.
that's how they relay it. I'm sure the crew chief asks them before they pull in victory lane because somebody's got to go get it. Well, I'm sure they got it set up
They might
already.
already have it set up. Yeah, they might already have, like, look, fill out this form. When you win, you get,
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
you know what you want.
Yeah,
Well, or you just have, all your choices.
Yeah.
but then that's a waste.
But green flag, I think, about to come
That's
out.
right, but Green's going to go out here as
David Leclerc.
Green's out. Here we go. David Leclerc's going to lead it over.
20 to go.
Yes, with 20 to go over Jack.
So 20 green
Jack
flag
Flag.
laps here with about 3 caution laps. Let's see if these guys can do it. I think it's very possible. But enough to save some fuel. Michael Spell up in a second.
I think so. I think if you're near the back as well, maybe put it into that engine map too for a couple laps. That'll get you there.
Look at Levi Cox. He drove a heck of a job right up there and up to second here in that gray 14. But about 2 cars back on the outside line. Look at that blue car. I want to remind you who it is, but it's Charles Johnson.
It's already found his way into the mix of things.
He's into the top 5.
And he's been fast all night.
Yeah, he's really been able to slice through the field. That's really been the most impressive thing about it. Just getting through the field. Oh, front battling Levi Cox and Jay Leclerc. Jim Brooks just made a move back on Timothy Wright. Puts himself in the 6th position, ready to go on the inside. Jack Walter 5th. Look at Charles Johnson finding his way up on the outside line here. With Michael Spell and Dave Leclerc on the bottom.
I think it is going to be difficult to pass David Leclerc, though. He's
Yeah.
shown tremendous speed here tonight.
He's been a tough one to get by. Oh, right there. Oh, big wreck. Levi Cox, Charles Johnson, Jim Brooks.
Oh.
Michael Spell hard into the... Actually, I think Jim Brooks might have made it through, actually. Jim Brooks did make it through. Let's see. Everett Lane took some damage. Michael Spell, Corey Lane, Charles Johnson, and Levi Cox. I don't think Levi, that might have been the end of his fashion pairs. So, we'll see, though.
Oh, wow. Levi just went for a ride.
Yeah, and Brian Kaufman just took it behind the wall, too.
You're still somebody.
Wow.
Still rare.
When these, oh yeah, who is that still wrecking it there? That would be Michael Spells.
Yeah, he, steering.
Yeah, you can see he's struggling to get that car, well, yeah, that car back around. Oh yeah, look at it. The highlight clip. This is how not to drive. Look at, oh my goodness. He's trying. He's like, I don't want to call for a tow. I don't want that tow. I think he's gonna make it. He's gonna make it back. Oh. Yeah, just take it down. There you go. There you go. Just take. Yeah, there you go. He's gonna make it back. Oh, he's gonna go a lap down. Well, that's unfortunately.
Yeah, you can see how tough that is.
Yeah, I mean, he's take the cone out. Yeah, why not? Just take everything out. I mean, he is struggling hard. That thing is modified.
Wow, you can just see how tough that is. That's unfortunate.
Did you go in the cockpit?
Yeah, it looks.
Yeah, I mean, we're riding in the roll bar here on the top, and you just see him. It's like, oh, trying to keep it this way, and then he goes that way. Now he's into the wall. All right, we'll stop focusing on him. Sorry, Spell.
Well, this I think this makes everybody really good on fuel now, so they can go pretty much full blast.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the one good thing about this caution is that fuel mileage shouldn't be an issue.
I think Charles had a faster pair too, so 28 is still.
I think it may have been his last.
Cox. And Levi Cox too.
Yeah,
both of their
I think
last.
that's both of their last ones, though. So
See how they fare here in this mad dash to the end here.
gotta keep your fingers crossed now.
I would like to see the end of that, but I do have to get up early tomorrow for work. It's 11. I will head off early and go to wherever the trucks are to help them unload over there.
All right.
You got to speed up.
So
Good night. So
Yep. Later, fellers.
All right, later. Have a good night, buddy. All right, Zach. Well, we got 16 laps to go here. Soda Can Johnson had to head off to get ready for bed. Understandable. So it's just us. And, somebody we didn't talk much about is Joe Marks in that 4.
Yeah, fast in practice.
Yeah, and we haven't talked much about him all race.
Yeah.
And he's, like you said, he's up to, well, I'm showing 3rd position now, but running that Marbles paint scheme. Red and white.
Very classic. Very, very classic scheme there.
Yeah.
And you're the one you talked about the whole time, Jim Brooks. Started dead last tonight. He's in 2nd. He's in position. So
yeah.
See if he can pull this off. But David Leclerc, like you said, we've been talking all night, super, super strong. James Lefferts put himself in position now at 4th. This is any man's game here now. We've got 11 cars on the lead lap. So Robert Richards is back on the lead lap. That's a huge one. I would love to see this go green, but I think it's about to get so wild that we're probably going to have a few more cautions.
Yeah, let's hope not. With we're going to be looking at about 13 laps to go. And this is anybody's game. Even Michael Spell being a lap down. I mean, all he's got to do is stay out of trouble, and he can get his lap back and still have a shot at this. I must say, though, I really enjoyed watching this race. I really enjoyed learning stuff about these Indy cars. The more I research and actually, my goal this year, Zach, is to watch more Indy racing than NASCAR. Not that I don't like NASCAR, but I'm not a big fan of NASCAR. Everybody knows that. I won't go in that spiel. But I really, I want to start watching a little bit more IndyCar style road racing stuff. Learn drivers, learn the cars, things like that. Something different.
Yeah, for sure. It's a great series. It's always competitive. It's a spec series, and it's really, really fun to watch. I enjoy checking out the highlights. I never can usually catch a race unless it's on right after a NASCAR race or right before. But it's always fun to catch an IndyCar race. These things are wild, and these guys are showing how wild this car is here. So. We'll see how they attack these last few laps here.
Which real life IndyCar, as everybody knows, or if they don't know, is brought to you by Verizon. Yep. So give a shout out to Verizon. That's my phone company. So there's a shout out, Verizon. Hit me up. All right.
The pace car lights are off.
Pace car lights are off, and we're going to get ready to go. I haven't said it all night. We're going to get ready to go freaky nuts.
It's about to get freaky nuts. I'll admit that. That's for sure.
Yeah. You know what also I love about looking at these paint schemes that these people run? 90% of these guys in this league run some kind of Area 51 logo and name on their paint schemes. pretty awesome.
That it is. Yeah, that's really cool. It's a lot of guys that care about this league, and that's why they're here racing tonight, having a great time with each other.
And you were talking earlier too, which we never really talk much about. These cars are really dirty. There's a lot of rubber on this track.
Yeah, it seems like it's a lot of laying down. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the groove on the high side. You get up there in the marbles, man, you're not going to make that turn. And then if you got that aero push yet on top of it, you're getting out of the gas because you're not going to make it. So we'll see how all this pans out and see if we wind up going 3 wide here at the end with going to be 13 laps to go as green's out.
Green is out and 11 people on the lead lap, 1 man a lap down. So we got 12 people pretty much in this race. Let's see what happens.
Don't count out Ted Decker. He might be 4 laps down,
sure,
but
sure.
you know, he stay out of trouble and get 4 yellows. He could be right back into this thing too. Because the way they're dicing and slicing and cutting butter and putting jelly on everything.
Being in the back most of the night. He's making the move to the lead here.
Yeah, again, like I said, we didn't talk much about him, and he was fastest in practice, fastest in qualifying. Oh,
there's Jim Brooks on the outside.
What a move.
But David Leclerc, oh, the hole's going to close. There it is.
I wonder what it's like to be behind one of these wheels, Zach. I mean, these guys are just, I mean, even your spotter probably don't even have time to tell you what's going on. I don't know how the spotter even keeps up.
What?
Oh, somebody up over the grass. Levi.
Yep, that was Levi there. You had to back out of that.
Yeah, he hit that berm there. It almost sent him up through like a jackrabbit.
Almost did there. The 4 jump marks. Holding on to the lead. Look at the big run. That's Charles. That's not Charles. That's Everett Lane.
Jake's coming back up through. David Leclerc, Timothy. Timothy's right back up into this one too here of the Haviland IndyCar paint scheme. He's coming back up through the field.
Jim Brooks to the lead.
Oh, wow.
With 11 laps to go. Coming to 10 to go this time. And Jim Brooks leads to 10 to go here.
Oh no!
Timothy Wright, I think. Yeah, Timothy Wright. Oh no.
Oh.
That was a little bit of neck up between him and Jack Walls. I don't think anybody else got any damage. I think it was so close with Charles Johnson. I think Charles Johnson just held his breath. Oh, actually took the front wing off Charles Johnson, I believe.
Ooh, did it? Oh, riding on the backstretch here with Timothy as he's going to come down into turn 3. And, oh, yeah, that was net code. And, ooh, up over he went, unfortunately. Right into the wall. Now, the question is does he have a fast repair? Or it's his night
He's
over?
coming in this time right now, so we'll see.
Hey, Ed. Thanks for tuning in out there, bud. Much appreciated. And to go. We'll see if he can get that number 00 fixed up or if his night's going to be done. And bam, new car. I love it. Pit crews are great.
They are when they automatically fix your car, that's for sure.
Right? When you have to sit and twiddle your thumbs, then that's when it stinks. But you said Charles.
We'll get the Lucky Dog here too, Robert.
See? And you said Charles Johnson got lost. No, it don't look like it.
It's back, yeah. It looks like it must have just been some replay damage because this wing is back. On the replay, it took off the right front of the wing for me.
Okay,
But,
okay. I was gonna say it looks like he still has his
back.
wing left.
Yeah, it's back now. And the way I watched it on the replay, it didn't look like it hit, but it just took it off. So it must have been some replay glitch.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, no damage there for Charles Johnson. He's still well within the chance of winning this thing.
Well, Indy's like a super speedway here. We're up to 28 lead changes. That's wow. I'm sure we're not done yet. I wouldn't be surprised if we see about 35 to 36 lead changes with 9 laps to go.
Yeah, I was about to say we'll probably see a lead change every lap.
Well, it's like I said earlier, Zach. How many times are they changing just position-wise, not just lead, but position-wise per lap? Each, cars. I would hate to be the person that has to do the data for that.
Yeah, very true, very true. But these guys are.
I just take a guess. Oh, they did 150 times per lap. Add that up.
I think here you gotta watch the 28, the 14, because the 14's made big moves all night too. So I think we'll see some fireworks here. The 50's in third. You know that he wants to get up to the front. And the 76s look strong. Jim Brooks has looked really, really good and patient and methodical, I would say. But the Ford Joe Marks has shown his hand too now that he's pretty quick here. And Jack Wall's not also, and James Ledford. Everybody's got a shot. I could just name them all. But
I was just going to say, you might as well just go through the whole field.
Yeah. And if they wreck enough, we might be talking about 10 white.
Now, them blinking lights in the back, they turn on when you're under yellow?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. They should put headlights on these things. Can you imagine racing these things at night?
That'd be crazy.
That'd be cool.
And they should put lights around Indy. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
A night race at Indy.
Yeah, that would be. You know how much money it would cost because how big this track is?
Yeah.
To light up this place? Oh my good. I mean, it would be awesome, and I'm sure they have the money. It's just.
Well, Roger Penske bought it, so
yeah.
See what he does with IndyCar and Indianapolis Motor Speedway because he bought the IndyCar series and the track, so he pretty much owns IndyCar now. So we'll see what Robert Penske does with IndyCar. So it's kind of an interesting future for these cars here too. So.
Where in the heck do you come up with that kind of money to buy the track and wow, holy, that must be nice.
That's how you race in 15 different series almost around the world. So
still, that's a lot. Do you even know the estimate of what he paid out for both series?
I think they had the estimate. I can look it up here.
That's crazy. I mean, hey, congratulations to him, but it's and he worked his butt off to get to where he is. Not gonna take that from anybody or him, but wow, it's wow. That's crazy.
We'll see. Let's see, money.
Doop. All right, here we go. Got 8 laps to go. We should be getting 1 lap to go here. As of right now, David Leclerc has put down the fastest lap here tonight at Area 51 season opener here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway with a 39.51.7. And we're down 7 laps to go. 1-2 green. As Jim Brooks will lead these guys around one more time before we get that green flag to fly.
Cannot find nowhere the monies. May not be.
We'll just say $6 trillion.
So that's for sure. I mean, it's a pretty big deal. So we'll see what Roger Penske does with it. But these guys here can play on Roger Penske's land and get this here race here Area 51 finished up. See who can win this thing.
As they head down the backstretch, they get 2x2x2 all the way back through. That's at iRacing.com. Ford Mustang pace lights are out.
This is going to be wild.
Wild, Wild West.
It's going to be like the Wild Wild West, that's for sure. don't think we see the end of dancing for the night for these cars.
I'm gonna have to get a hold of Garth Brooks, The Dance. Maybe he'll let me play some of his music. That'd be cool. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But all right, here we go, Zach. Gonna have 6 laps to go here at this high-speed track here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. As we're gonna have Jim Brooks lead down with Joe Mark starting on the outside and green's out. Here we go. We'll wind these things up.
Good start. David Leclerc's going to take advantage of that too. He's going to pull up in the second, I believe, here. Coming off the 2, but Jim Brooks a heck of a start. Maybe too good of a start. As David Leclerc gets a good run here. Down the back straightaway they go.
And here comes Levi.
James
right up the middle.
Levi Cox, yeah. Wow.
Yeah. He just went right up the middle in the backstretch there, and he never lifted.
That was crazy.
Oh, look at them. Wow.
Charles Johnson coming up the middle. That might not be work. Jim Brooks holding on to the lead for now. David Leclerc in pursuit.
Slicing and dicing. 5 laps to go here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man.
This is getting wild.
Ooh,
James Leffler's still there in position 48 too, there on the bottom.
Yeah, this is anybody's game.
Coming to 4 to go here. Wow, these guys slicing back and forth on this front straightaway.
Still got a long race to go yet, too.
4 to go.
4 to go. It's still a long race, though, Zach. I mean, you know,
yeah.
4 laps here at this track. What, this track is, what, 2.5 miles?
Yep.
Oh, still a long way to go yet.
David Leclerc with another run down the back straightaway.
Oh, and he's going to block.
John Marks. Yep. And then Levi Cox. Oh, this might end up in...
Oh, Levi Cox is trying to make it 3 wide back there, but he decided not to. Now we're going to go 3 wide. Maybe no. Oh, man.
3 to go. Jim Brooks is your leader.
Slicing, dicing, and moving around. Holy mackerel. Who wants it? That's the question.
Yeah.
That's the question. Who wants it?
David Leclerc. I think he wants it bad. But here comes Everett Lane. Ain't said much of him today tonight.
I was going to say, where'd he come from?
Been in a few incidents. He's in the position here. David Leclerc, power move to the outside, took the lead. Jim Brooks on the inside. Oh, David Leclerc slides up. Oh, Everett Lane. Oh, no.
Oh, David Leclerc into... Oh, got clipped again. Oh, man.
And we're going to have a green white checker here, Robert, but David Leclerc, unfortunately.
I'll go back and watch the replay here, and let's see if we can ride along and see what happens here as he was in the lead. Jim Brooks is going to look down underneath him, and he's going to slide. Oh, it looks like Levi tapped into Jim and just tapped him up into the evasive move, you know. So basically Levi didn't want to wreck Jim, and unfortunately it slid up a little bit, and David Leclerc was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, that was Everett Lane too.
Oh, Everett Lane. I apologize, Levi. Same paints. Looks like same paint schemes out there with that gold, silver, whatever you want to call it. I get confused the who's who.
Ted Decker, yeah, I think Everett had the same paint scheme, so.
Okay.
But Levi Cox, he made it through that there. He's in 6th. Rob Bridger's in 5th there, surviving through it. Michael Spell was just not too long ago, like on 4th. Charles Johnson 3rd. Wow. And see, this is the thing though. Some of these guys have pit. If they haven't been saving fuel under these cautions, we got a green white checker. We got to run some extra laps around here.
We have somebody coming down. We got what? 3 cars coming down.
Yeah, it looks like Levi Cox is coming down.
We're gonna have to run an extra 3 laps because we got a green-white checkered here. Leader Brooks and Joe are on 22 laps. Ooh, wow. It's going to be close, Zach.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're saving, are they even shutting off the car?
No, you just put the engine map on and let it do its thing.
Yeah, okay. Joe is riding in 6th gear.
Yeah.
Checking out the dashboard on these cars. Driver in front. Oh, cool. Never seen. Laps to go. Fuel remaining. It says 000.
It don't show for us.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say that'd be nice if it showed us. That'd be cool.
Yeah, they've been getting the replays better with showing at least the gear and the RPM now.
Right.
But we'll see how this plays out here. Seems like these guys are. Charles Johnson, he's not. He's running 2nd gear around here.
Wow, these we're looking out the visor of Jim. Man, it's dirty.
Yeah. You should see some of the other guys behind him.
I'll go back here. Let's see who's the worst. Oh, that's pretty clean. Oh, his is clean.
David Leclerc takes behind the wall.
Man, it makes me want to bring out a squeegee and clean off my windshield.
Right.
Give me a tear off. Give me a button that I can push for broadcasting. I can clean off the window. So I can see what we're doing. Yeah, well, what are you going to do? But, again, I don't know if these guys... I mean, under caution is saving a lot of fuel. But we're still under caution yet, Zach, and there are 23 laps now, the 2 front runners. It'll be 24. When we go back green, it'll be 25. Ooh. Are they saving that much? Are they saving 2 laps on fuel by doing that?
Yeah, I mean, the caution.
Wow.
And they're the only guys really running 6th gear under caution, too, so.
Huh. No wonder I never won a race. I don't drive the Indy cars. Wait, I don't know how to save fuel. That's right. I forgot. I do appreciate, like I said, I do appreciate everybody tuning in. Goal this year here at Freaky Fast, we'll be live, as we're still under caution here, we'll be live as tonight, every Tuesday night with these Indy cars with Area 51. Then Wednesday night, same time, 8:55 Truck Series with Area 51. And then we get the good old Monster Trucks, yeah. Monster Energy Cup cars. We get those on Thursday night, as they'll be rocking and rolling them things around the track. 8:55 here at Freaky Fast, and then on Sunday night we will be live with the Super Speedway series, same with the Cup cars, and watching some Talladega and Daytona. They go vice versa, back and forth. One week it's Talladega, next week it's Daytona. So, and you'll be able to watch that on Sunday nights at 8:55. So, like I said, if you haven't, give us a follow or hit that bell or subscribe button for when we go live, you get a notification. We asked, if you don't mind, please do that. And our goal is, and I'll just throw this out there to everybody, the goal here at Freaky Fast is, by the end of the year, I'd like to hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and 1,000 followers on Facebook. And I can't do it without the leagues and the drivers helping, as Zach knows that. But once we get to that point, there's more stuff that Freaky Fast can offer you drivers and viewers that watch. There is stuff out there that actually opens up the door for more stuff. So if you don't mind, we do much appreciate it. So
the pace car lights are off. This
boy,
may be the last dinner.
chicken winter dinner is what Jim's thinking.
That's for sure.
That or he's gonna run out of gas. One of the two.
We got a possibility for 2 more Fremont checkers too. So
then they would have to pit. They can't make it.
Yeah, they definitely would.
Yeah, there's no way. But we're all right. Well, let's see how this all lays out as we're gonna get ready to go back green, and green's out.
Jim Brooks leaving the bottom lane, sleeping. Robert Richards though with the big run. Joe Marks on the outside with a great start.
Oh, they're going to put Mark on the... not Mark, sorry. Yeah, well, Joe, they're going to put him on the outside.
Yeah. Look, Charles Johnson coming through. Watch Levi Cox in that 14 too. He's coming up on the bottom of that back. Got nowhere to go for him. Jim Brooks on Jack Walls. Robert Richards, everybody's here.
Well, if they get the white flag here, too.
Cars up high, down low.
Oh, if they get that white flag, doesn't matter.
Get it. Michael Spell coming too in 88.
Oh, here he comes on the high side, Zach.
Outside of Robert Richards. Can they get a run here?
Comes Charles Johnson. Oh, he's gonna... Oh, does he look... No, he doesn't. But he's gonna get a run. Oh, and there's the blocking. Oh.
What does Robert Richards go here? He's back out. Look. Charles Johnson to the outside.
Oh, Jim just blinked out.
Jim blinked. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Are you...
Charles Johnson to the lead, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, that's... Charles...
Robert Richards going...
Oh, and Jim's is back. He says, you're not going to win. I'm going to pop right back here. Get that.
With Charles Johnson second and Robert Richards third. And Michael Spell fourth, Jack Walsh fifth.
Have you ever seen somebody blink out that long and come back at the start-finish line and win the race? Have you ever?
That was... Just glad you end up in a wreck.
I bet Charles Johnson thinking, man, I got this. What in the world? Where'd you come from? That's what I would be saying. I'll be like, oh, are you kidding me? Really? Wow.
That's for sure.
Wow. Just wow. Well, congratulations.
That was crazy.
Yes, that was. Well, he wins the season opener, and he said he loves these cars, Zach. He made sure to let me know that these are his stuff.
This was his thing.
Yeah, and there he goes. You're gonna burn it down.
Heck of a race from him too, though. And even Robert Richards coming back from laps down. What a race.
Big time. What a race. Congratulations again. Let's see here. We got Robert Richards finishing third. Charles Johnson finishing second. And Jim Brooks winning the race here tonight. So we are going to get these guys. See if we got everybody.
We got them all.
Yep, we got everybody. All right. Well, we got everybody. So we will be back and have our interviews with the top three here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway with Area 51. We'll be right back after this quick word. Alrighty, we're back here with our post-race interviews with race winner Jim Brooks. Second place is going to go to Charles Johnson, and Robert Richards is going to bring it home third here tonight with the season opener here at Area 51. So, all right, Zach, how do we want to do this?
I guess I'll do Robert and Charles if you want.
Okay, alrighty, bud.
All right.
Floor is yours.
All right. Well, I'll bring Robert on up here to see what he's got to say. Hey, Robert, it's Zach up in the booth. You got a copy, man?
I got you.
Well, man, what a heck of a race for you tonight. You had an up and down there race, really, coming through some wild stuff, a few laps down. How'd you get back to come home third?
I'm gonna tell you what, that was probably the stupidest thing I've ever done coming down pit road. I don't know what I was thinking. When I went in, I was going too fast, and it was too late to correct it. And I got a hold of Brian, but they were able to get their lap back, and I ended up suffering like a 1.5-minute penalty. And then it was just after that, it was just trying to stay at least 2 laps down and not lose another one, and take wave rounds. And I finally got the lucky dog, and just basically staying out of trouble after that.
Yeah, definitely. It seemed like a lot of guys that was the key to staying out of trouble, and you did a great job getting back onto the lead lap there, Robert, and getting yourself in position there to really almost win this race here tonight. Really, one thing I noticed, a lot of people talk about dirty air when it comes to these Indy cars, but it seemed like you guys could really follow pretty closely tonight. It was pretty impressive. Was it hard to follow another car through the corners tonight?
No, it's not really hard to follow someone. You just get with these cars, they just suck up so good to each other. If you follow up close, you tend to lose speed to not hit nobody, because you don't want to hit them, because if you get any slightly damage to that front wing, you're going to lose speed. So the key is there just to make sure you don't hit the guy in front of you. But if you can get around the outside of them to take it before you get to the turn, you'll be good. The problem with that is if you go to the high side, the bottom line just excels away from you so easily. So it's just a matter of being able to play the cards right going down the straightaway.
Yeah, that's great insight there from you, Robert. Because me and Robert Robert Moyer are learning the ins and outs of these IndyCar, not really too experienced in them. So that was a great answer there from you and anybody else who doesn't really understand how these really fast cars work. But great run tonight, Robert, for third. Before we let you go, anybody you want to send a shout out to, man?
I want to thank Charles and everybody who puts on this league. They put a lot of time and effort into it. Secondly, I want to thank Michael, Dwight, and James and Timothy. We all worked together there. At one point, we thought we were all going to come out on top of it, but definitely thankful for Michael being behind me. He gave me an extra little push there at the end to be able to get third.
Awesome, Robert. Well, we'll catch you next week at Texas, and you have a great night, man.
Thanks, guys. Thank y'all for broadcasting. Y'all do a heck of a job on it.
Oh, well, we appreciate it, Robert. You have a great night, man.
All right, y'all do the same.
All right, that was our third place man of Robert Richards. Awesome drive from him tonight. Get back to third there, Robert. But I'm actually just getting done with him. I think I'm going to be talking here with the second place man, Charles Johnson.
All right.
See what he has to say. Hey, Charles, is Zach up in the booth? You got a copy?
I do. Zach, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great after that amazing race y'all put on tonight, Charles. Man, I got to ask you a question. How did it feel to be one lap down there for so many cautions and drive right up to the front of the field just to get called out right there, not to get a lucky dog? But in the end, you did. But, man, that must have been I got to say, that was some amazing job by you to the front most of them times lap down. It was pretty exciting to watch. I'm sure Robert thinks the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was pretty mad that I got turned leading the race, and I was determined I was getting my lap back one way or the other. And then once I got it back, I was like, I'm going to the front, but I'm not no one get in my way.
That's for sure. We seen that that blue 28 was dicing through the field tonight. It was really fun to watch from our seat.
The cool thing is I didn't do anything, didn't touch anybody, raced everyone clean, and was just able to get that draft at the right time and pass some cars.
Yeah, you were able to keep your momentum up and slingshot through the draft, and like I said, it was very impressive, and like you said, very clean too at the same time. So that's a tough thing to do with the reaction time it takes for these cars, of course. But next week we go to Texas. How you feeling about Texas? You showed a lot of speed here tonight. Do you think you can carry that over there?
Oh, I think so. I'm getting better every week, so I'm doing a lot of practicing and just trying to get better at this.
Definitely. We've seen it, Charles. I wouldn't be surprised if we'd be talking to you again, maybe even in the first place position next week. Because man, that 28, like I said, it was looking good out there. You had a lot of speed, so that was very impressive to watch. Before we let you go, Charles, anybody want to send a shout to?
Yeah, I just wanted to say I thought I was going to win. Jim disappeared there
Yeah,
and
that's
came
true.
back in front.
Yeah.
I was looking at the checkered flag. I was like, I got this thing. But yeah, I appreciate you guys putting on the show every week, and I appreciate all the viewers coming out and watching us, and the drivers. Appreciate these drivers coming out and racing with us every week. I think we are going to have a really good season 3. Most of these drivers are really good in the Cup cars, so look out for these guys when we get in the Cup cars.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
Before, because Zach forgot to ask you.
Yeah.
I told Zach, Charles, when Jim blinked out, he blinked out like a whole turn. And I seen you going down the front stretch, like, it's like, oh my God, Charles is going to win. All of a sudden, there's Jim. And I can imagine what you were thinking inside the booth in your car going, what in the world?
Yeah, and I told Jim I should have turned him because I had an excuse to reckon. But I didn't. I wanted to be clean the whole race. I got out of there with no penalties tonight.
I would have been mad. I would have been, I know me. I would be like, you kidding me? Really? Seriously? I never seen somebody blink out that long. I mean, he blinked out like through turn 3 and 4 before he even came back.
Yeah, I know. And if I'd have known I was right behind him, I could have went high and tried to draft around him. But by the time he came back, it was too late to do anything but just stay behind him and finish.
Yeah, well, I can tell you this. Tomorrow after work, I'm going to replay that clip because we're going to be putting it on Facebook.
That was wild.
Yeah, 10-4. Hey, appreciate you guys, and have a good night.
You too,
Yep.
bud.
You too, Charles. All right.
Yeah.
That was our second place man, Charles Johnson there. You heard it from himself. But Robert, I think you got someone who was pretty happy, but they disappeared for a quarter of the lap, but guess what? They came home in first.
The things we see in this league, we have the closest finishers. Now we have a car.
You got abducted.
I mean, come on, what else more can we? I don't even want to know. I mean, to be honest with you, but
we'll see what he has to say.
Yeah, let's see what Jim has to say. Hey, Jim, Robert up here in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I do, Robert.
All right. Well, don't blink out on me, okay? I'm going to interview you.
I'll try not to.
Well, anyways, before we get to that subject, how was the race for you out there tonight, man? You were just laying back, looked like you were on cruise control, and how was the car handling through the whole race for you there?
Oh no, the car is great. The setup is doesn't get any better than that. Yeah, we got to call out Charles Johnson on that one. He killed it with that one. Yeah, I just took it easy. I tried to avoid the stuff that was happening earlier. I just wanted to get to pit stops because I thought I could do something with that, and it worked. I had the lead after the pit stops, and then caution came out, and it sort of got messy after it.
10-4. Okay, so Charles, he modifies all the setups for the whole league. Am I correct on that?
Yeah, he pretty much, either other people, but I'd say 9 times out of 10, Charles creates works the setups, and then we test them usually either the day before, or we have practice races, or the practice before the race, the real prep.
Okay. All right. I just wrote that down on the notes for me, so I know to let all the viewers know that the setup's probably modified, a little bit better than what's offered out there on the iRacing server side of things. But all right, man. Well, let's get to my next question. Well, it's not a question to you, but I do remember you contacting me on Facebook and telling me that you can drive the Cup cars, but these Indy cars are your wheelhouse. What's the difference from the Cup cars to these cars that you're just feel faster with the Indy cars than the Cup cars?
I think these are more of a finesse kind of thing. The Cup cars, you just kind of manhandle them, for lack of a better word, and kind of a little beating and banging. These you got to be, very precise where you put it, um, and again, I mean, pit stops are real important with these. If you can hit a good pit stop, you can gain a couple of seconds every time. That's usually been my more forte than anything. But I just think it just takes a real careful hand to drive these things.
Right, yes, and we've seen that with your pit stop. You got out to like a 2.5, 2.7 lead, and you were swapping back and forth with. I'm not even sure who that was. Do you remember who that was that you're swapping back and forth with?
Yeah, Robbie.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Robert Richards. Yeah, you were, and we were talking about it during the broadcast because you were literally pulling away from like an 8-car pack because they were back there battling. So you nailed it on the nose. You said if you get a good pit stop and you can get out in that lead, you know how to manhandle the car and make it do what you want to do and make it faster. And I was impressed. Tonight for Brian, Zach, and me, believe this or not, Jim, is the first time we've ever broadcasted an IndyCar race. And not only that, I don't know much about IndyCar. So as you guys are giving me, or all of us, feedback, we're jotting this down and we're learning. So we do much appreciate that.
Great, yeah. No, they're fun. I really enjoy them. I run with VR, so I get a really nice view with nothing blocking it. So that kind of makes it a little easier too, I think.
Right. Okay, well, the next question and the last question, well, one more question after this, but what were you thinking when you blinked out going into turn 3 on that last lap and you came back right at the start-finish line and said, nope, sorry, Charles, I'm going to take the win?
Expletive deleted. Yeah, that was not good. And I'm sort of in a rural area here in Southern Arizona, so I don't have a lot of options for internet. And it really isn't my internet per se. I've done a ping plotter of it, which shows you all your hops all the way to Boston there. And usually I get in the Northeast somewhere and I run into somewhere with a lot of packet loss. And that's probably what happened tonight. But yeah, I was sure it was over. And then I heard the spotter say, "You won." It's like, well, I guess I came back in time. Charles was pissed.
Oh, yeah. I told Zach, I was like, oh my God, where are you going? And Zach's like, oh, Charles Johnson's going to win. And then all of a sudden, boom, there's Jim. And I went, wait, we're all sitting going, wait, what? I honestly, Jim, never seen somebody blink out that long, go through 2 turns and come out at the start finish line and win. I never. And then I told Zach, I said, you guys gave us the closest finish in Freaky Fast history multiple times. Now we had this happen. I'm afraid to ask what's next going to happen here. So it's awesome. You guys put on one whale of a show. So, man, with that being said, congratulations on your win. Season opener, race number 1. You get yourself up there in the points, and we head off to Texas next week. And how do you feel about that track in these cars?
Oh, yeah. I mean, pretty much all the tracks with these are really fun. I mean, there's a lot of different things that have to happen, but you just got to just stay with it and, try not to get crashed early. And like with Bud, he ended up not being able to repair his car for some glitch because, he's usually right up there. So it's just keep your nose clean for as long as you can. And in the last quarter of the race, but yeah, go for it. But pretty much all the tracks are fun on these cars.
10-4. All right, man. Well, is there anybody you want to give a final shout out before we let you go celebrate the first victory here before we head off to the truck race tomorrow night here at Freaky Fest?
Yeah, I'll say hi to my kids, Kwabi and Gael. I doubt they're watching, but maybe they'll watch the replay.
Oh, there you go. That'd be awesome. And tell them, look, Dad won. How about that? So, but all right, man. Exactly. All right. Well, congratulations again, man. And we will catch you tomorrow night in the trucks.
Okay. Thanks, Robert. And I really appreciate you covering this.
No problem, buddy. No problem.
All right. That was our winner tonight, Jim Brooks in the 76. Bringing it home in the IndyCar. Starting dead last, also must point out. So from the back to the front. It's very impressive.
That's right. That's right. All right. Well, I got the unofficial results up here, Zach, at
Yep.
Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We had a total of 17 cars show up here tonight, which I'm sure this league will grow as we grow with them through these years, hopefully years or this year. But you want to give the final rundown there?
Yeah, for sure. So taking it home tonight, of course, is Jim Brooks in the 76. Second place will be Charles Johnson. Third, Robert Richards. Fourth, Michael Spell. Fifth, Jack Walls. Sixth, James Leffler. Seventh is Timothy T. Wright. Eighth is Joe Marks. Ninth, Levi Cox. 10th, Corey Lane. 11th, Everett F. Lane. 12th is Dwight Plush. 13th is Ted Decker Jr. 14th tonight is David Leclerc. 15th is Brian Kaufman. Starting on the pole tonight and bringing home the 16th is Bud Steele. And round out our field tonight is Ryan Kelly in 17th.
All right, that's our unofficial results here for Season 1, Race 1 of Season 3 here at Area 51. We will be live tomorrow night. Like I said, everybody, tomorrow night in the trucks. Quick spiel, and then the Cup Cars on Thursday night, Cup Cars on Sunday night, Super Speedway Series, and then we will be back here at the Indy Cars at Texas starting next week. So you can catch these guys here at Area 51 here on Freaky Fast Broadcasting. 1, 2, 3, 4 nights a week. Sorry, I had to count. It's 4 nights a week for the next 12 weeks. But with that being said, Zach, I do want to give a quick shout out to iPitting. Make sure you go over and check out iPitting.com as we got the Daytona 24-hour race coming up. That is a great program to look at all your stats, run everything Twitch. It has everything you need. It's built for road racing. It's built for endurance racing, and you can use it for NASCAR and Indy cars and all that stuff. But it's got a lot of data over there. So please make sure you go over and check out iPitting.com. And Zach's just going to finish off here with Dirty Air Podcast, and then we'll get ready to sign off.
Yeah, definitely, everybody. Shout out to iPing, of course, for sponsoring tonight, and also to the Dirty Air Podcast, which will be kicking back off their 2020 season for the NASCAR stuff here in a few weeks. So check them out at Twitter, Dirty Air Podcast, and on Facebook also at Dirty Air Podcast. You can also go back and listen to their 2019 podcasts of the 2019 NASCAR series on iTunes, Spotify, and Google Play. So remember to go check them out, guys, and we'll be on to the trucks tomorrow night.
We'll be live at 8:55, and like
right.
I said, make sure you hit that follow and share button, and subscribe button and bell button so you don't miss any of the action here at Area 51. But from Indianapolis Motor Speedway, we like to say up here at Freaky Fast, God bless everybody. Peace out. Love yous all.
Later, guys.